What's going on, all you minties? This is the Uncanny Omar from Near Mint Condition, the home of collected editions. And today I've got some breaking news from the world. I'm just kidding. How's everybody doing? Welcome to Near Mint Condition. Woo! A lot of you messaged me this morning, first thing in the morning, which is great. This is my co-host.
Thank you.
Sorry.
I'm Astonishing Melanie, and together we are Omni.
The Uncanny Omar and Astonishing Melanie. And yes, we are Omni. That's right. Catalog is filling up at DC. Usually I like to wait until the entire catalog is out. People have asked me to break some news from DC, but it's not really breaking news if it's not coming from them. But since people have already messaged me early this morning, first of all, the most unexpected one is the Scooby Apocalypse Omnibus, because there's a little behind the scenes stories behind that one, how that came to be. So that's really cool. Birds of Prey by Gail Simone Omnibus, which is really, really cool. And Tom King's Batman Volume 1 Omnibus. So that one's coming out as well. The Spectre by oh my God, mention Mandrake. That one's coming out, which is really cool because whenever I share that list of our most wanted DC Omnis with them, they were really grateful, right? But there was never it's the Spectre by John Ostrander, sorry. There was never a, hey man, we're totally gonna do these. But looking at the list that they've been coming out with, it's been pretty close to what we asked for. The only one that wasn't on the list that I think is really interesting. Are you serious? Scooby Apocalypse is freaking amazing if you haven't read it.
Yeah, he's saying, what is this? The Apocalypse?
Justice League by Scott Snyder and James Tynion, the 4th Omnibus Volume 2 is the only one that I don't think made it in our top 20 that I shared with them. And also the reprint of House of Mystery, the Bronze Age, which I hope they give it a new dust jacket. Anyway, I know most people are probably happy with the Tom King Batman Omnibus Volume 1. As a completist, of course I am too, but the one I'm most excited for is Birds of Prey by Gail Simone Volume 1. I have been wanting that omnibus for, oh my gosh, 15 years now. And surprisingly, they are doing the Scooby Apocalypse. Yeah, that's very cool.
Scrappy's in it?
Actually, Scrappy's role in it is really cool. It's really cool,
okay.
Yeah. So lots of things are coming out, right? Like the Mariko Tamaki Batman run is coming out in omnibus format. So can't wait to talk about it, the entire thing in the catalog.
Right, Wilson, I'm not sharing your comment. House Fear is 2 minutes late. So one more time, what are the DC Omnis coming out?
Well, keep in mind it's in the catalog, so at any time they can change their mind and move it somewhere else or cancel it, right? But Tom King's Batman Omnibus Volume 1, Mariko Tamaki's Batman. What was the other one? Scooby Apocalypse was the big surprise. And also the Birds of Prey by Gail Simone, John Ostrander's Spectre. So very cool surprises. We will see. The reprinting Hawkman by Jeff Johns. Yeah. With better binding, because remember that first one was a freaking rat trap. Whoa, what's up? Harvey Picars goes, the very first person with a super chat.
Thank you. Hey, bro.
Hey, bro.
You got older. Congrats. Keep it up.
Thanks.
So that means that you need...
Me?
Uh-huh.
Or him?
No, you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Everybody sing along at home. Happy birthday, dear Uncanny Omar. Happy birthday to you. And many more.
Yeah. Can you put the Salma Hayek gif up and sing it to me like Marilyn Monroe singing to John F. Kennedy?
Oh, no, that's embarrassing, but here you go.
Oh my gosh.
And then here's this one.
Okay, wow. Happy birthday.
Here's this one.
No, get that off that.
Here's this one.
Okay, that one's funny. We had such a good thing going, then you ruined it. Thanks a lot.
Those are the only sexy ones at the top there. Are there any down here at the bottom? This one. I always like this one.
Oh, yeah, it's pretty hot if you like your women warriors and
slicing their tongues off.
Which, very cool for that.
Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you. This morning, we are Venom. We are Venom.
He said, let's have matching shirts. Getting that web of Spidey with great.
Oh, Scotty, how are you, dude? I haven't seen you for a second. Yeah, I mean, when you have a choice, that cover is freaking amazing, right? Batman by Tom King, I didn't like at all, but I will get it just for my. And isn't that the way we all? Well, I'm sorry, not all. People that are Batman and X-Men completists. Man, I really hated that Chuck Austin omnibus or that run. But when it ever comes out, I'll get it. What was the other that House of M and Decimation, like. It wasn't for me, but absolutely. Question for the hour. Omar, did you have pie on your birthday?
Cake.
You know, actually, I've never never got accustomed to pie. I don't know why. No lemon meringue, no pecan pie, no derby
key
pie.
lime and apple.
No
Actually, I didn't eat
pie,
any kind of pie.
I think the
don't care.
only one that I kind of liked was sweet
Winter
potato
Skin,
pie.
I like your sweet potato. Oh, that sounds delicious. I like Happy Womb Emancipation Day. That's awesome.
Thank you. Happy belated birthday, Omar. Rank from best to worst. Thank you for that, my friend. Apparel's Batman, Alf, Berserk, Elf, Claremont's X-Men, Trial of Gambit, Transformers Phase 2, Civil War, Nicias's New War, like the American Civil War or the comic book Civil War, John. Nicias's New Warriors and Civil War 2.
I love how you mix the things you love and hate.
Yeah.
That's such
what
a
do I love the most?
Specific personal question. That's
what do
so
I
sweet.
love the most?
So yeah, is Berserk at the top or is it Claremont's X-Men?
Nah, without Claremont's X-Men, I don't think I would have read Berserk. I don't think I would have been in the medium of reading. So I think Claremont's X-Men, then Berserk, right? That's best. Those are best. That's best in life. Conan.
Oh, when will you put out the Berserk Volume 42?
It's already gone up.
Oh,
on Friday
okay,
for my birthday.
Cool. Okay, check it out.
Don't forget to hit that like button, Melanie. Let's see. Now this is where it gets tough because, oh man, New Warriors has a special place in my heart, so I gotta go with New Warriors. Then Transformers.
Really?
Then Transformers Phase 2. Then Jim Apato's Batman, which is crazy, right? Nobody does that. Jim Apato's Batman is my favorite Batman. Oh, now this is where it gets fun because the rest of this is garbage.
Wait,
as my friend Peter says.
Oh, you don't like Phase 2?
No, I do. I put it right after New Warriors.
So you got Trial of Gambit.
Yeah, and everything else is garbage.
Civil War 2. Please don't put Elf last, dude. You gotta put Elf last. Don't put Elf last.
Okay. For this, oh god, oh man, that is one of my I hate that retcon. I absolutely hate the Trial of Gambit retcon. So that's gonna go next. Trial Gambit. After that, I'm gonna go with Alf. Then Civil War 2. That means I hate Civil War 2 more than Alf. Then Elf.
Yay! Huzzah!
And then at the very bottom is freaking Civil War. That's how much I hate that stupid comic.
Wow.
I know it would sell like hotcakes, but you know how the people, like some people, I'm not gonna say any names, Ryan Wilson, that hate Tom King's run on Batman, are like, why would anybody want that? I feel like Civil War is kind of like that for me. Civil War would sell like hotcakes, the Omnis, but I just, not for me. But thank you. That's a great question. Ron, how are you, my friend?
So there was a comment. Wait just a second. I'm trying to find it. He put with it. And that is happy birthday.
Thank you,
3/4 of a coffee on me. Thank you. That's so sweet.
I appreciate that, my brother.
It is 3/4 of a coffee. And we also have from Silhouetted Animator. Thank you. Happy birthday, Omar. Sorry for not shipping the stuff out yet. Having spinal troubles right now. Well, that's you take care of yourself. Been bedridden mostly. I'm so sorry. And
I'm sorry,
also
man.
added another super chat. Thank you. But I want to
the Galaxy Express?
Galaxy Express plus Harlock soon.
Thank you, man. That is so sweet of you, dude. I actually we had a little family get together yesterday for my birthday, and one of the things I wanted to do was watch one of my new Blu-rays that I got was Fatal Fury, the motion picture. I love that movie. English, by the way. Thank you, Scotty, my friend. Thank you so much for the super chat and the happy birthday. Thank you, man. I hope you've been doing well. And I love that car. I love that car on your avatar. When are the people? Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. I was reading. That was Flying Puppy.
When are the epic reprints? When are the epic reprints, man? I was very disappointed to hear the 2024 poll is not going to happen.
I think 8 of them have been reprinted out of the 20 that I shared. So they've slowed down on reprints. I think I've said that on the Saturday live streams on not just for epics, but also Omnis, right? So that's what's going on. Hopefully the next batch will have some reprints, and that's why I'll do the reprint poll again to let them know, people are doubling down on this. I mean, keep in mind the Extinction Agenda Omnibus happened because you all kept voting for it almost 3 years in a row. And Bishop's Crossing and Executioner's Song, which became X-Men Gold and Blue, happened because you all voted 2 years in a row. So it is very important to keep voting. That will come back in April. I need to actually meet with Peter.
You have a beautiful family.
Hey, man!
That's just a random picture.
Thank you, dude. So excited about the Scooby Apocalypse. My buddy BJ from Comics Are Dope texted me this morning, And he was like, happy birthday, man. And I actually shared the funny story behind how that happened. But Kenny is a blessing to the community. He shares the
Ben, I'm glad you're coming.
The catalog from DC in the Facebook group, the Omnibus group, and then on Reddit too. So thank you for sharing, man. Happy birthday. Thank you. But you share birthday with Einstein,
Cool.
Steve Curry, Quincy Jones, Simone Biles, Simone Biles, but how do you say the last name?
I don't know.
Billy Chris,
Miles.
And not a bad group to join. Thank you, Tiger Eyes. I appreciate that, my friend.
Did you like Tinian's Batman or King's Batman more?
I liked Tinian's Detective Comics, The Rise and Fall of the Batman. But I'm a big sucker for Cassandra Cain and Tim Drake. You throw them into a story, and I'm in. Honestly, that is the most Chuck Dixon type of Batman comic I've read when DC after the whole New 52 era. I didn't think we were ever going to get back like the Bat Family. Somebody's asking about Marvel announcements. They come back tomorrow morning unless you're on Patreon. It will happen today on Patreon. So yeah. Pronounced Melanie. You're the English master.
Not this
you have
morning.
a master's in
Not
English.
This morning.
You want to help? You want to help?
Steve Curry? Is that what you said?
Did I say Steve Curry?
Omar.
Who, was it Stephen Curry? Did I misread that? Maybe I need to put my readers on and quit fighting old age. I am 47. I guess I can
Ben's coming to Heroes.
Yeah, that's
so
awesome,
happy.
dude.
Yay.
Yeah, we'll be at Heroes Con. And before that, Amanda and I are heading to C2E2. So if you're there, by all means, please come and say hi. Happy birthday, Omar. You both are doing well and have a great month. So thank you. Melanie, you read that one.
Good morning, Uncanny Omar, Social Melanie.
Stephen Curry, the basketball player. That's who it is. The short guy. He's awesome. That's who it is, right? That's what we're talking about? I said Steve Curry. Does he not go by Steve? He goes by Steven? I don't watch sports.
Please excuse Omar.
I don't watch sports. I told you some weeks ago that I wanted Crisis on Infinite Earths with all the tie-ins in content, slipcase, and reading order. You call me crazy, but now DC Finest is doing it. Whose birthday is it now, Omar? Is it an omnibus?
Thank you, Brian.
Is it an omnibus, Brian? I don't think so. Yeah, they are. That's one of the new DC Finest. They're doing the event one. I meant Tinian's run on the main line title, but I agree. It's Detective Comics is missing.
Bye, Scotty G.
I'll be honest. I think both of them are. I like them as equal. Like I think Tinian started really strong. I really liked a lot of the new things he was doing. I thought Tom King started weak, and then it got good with I Am Goth. Gotham, the second arc, or I Am Suicide. I Am Goth. But I both of them were roller coasters, man. Okay, but if I had to pick one, I have to go with Tinian's because of the artwork, and that's because of Jorge Jimenez. That dude was just born to draw Batman. He is, and that's where he got his run, and then he started doing the Chip Zdarsky's run, and now he's going to be doing the Matt Fraction run. Headed to Lowe's again. Need me to pick anything up? See you in the book club.
Omar was so sweet. This dude, he used to work at GameStop. Now he's working at Lowe's, and he said he found out he liked comics. So he said, "I'll bring you some comics." I thought it was for his kid, and then he was out of town. This is when he was glamping, and I was like, "I gotta go to Lowe's. I'll take it to him." I was like, "I'm not taking all those for that kid," and he's like, "No, it's for him." And I was like, "Oh, so that's too many. I'm not carrying all this." I'm sure you always need something from Lowe's.
And I'm still waiting on my dishwasher, man. Where you at? I delivered my part of the deal. You guys have a good time in Indy. Did you get to see Kurt Vonnegut Museum or any
I
comic
didn't know that Kurt Vonnegut was from there.
Yeah, we didn't. We learned that.
We went into a little bookstore before we went to eat dinner, and it said local authors, and I was like, I need that Kurt Vonnegut book. What? He's a local author? So that would be really cool. I'd like to go to the museum. We didn't do anything comic related, just the children's. No, I'm so dumb. Yes, Saturday we went to the toy store,
and they had comics there. They had Omnis
and but yeah, Saturday was just the children's museum.
It was a lot of fun just to get away, be with the kids.
Did you see the new Devil May Cry anime trailer?
I did, dude. I'm so excited for it. I love me Devil. Okay, in order: Devil May Cry 3, 1, 4, 2, and then the new one with the dude with the black hair. Dante. I just got the last 2 Bleach box sets. What box set is next to buy, or should I get the rest of Vagabond? Are you getting Vagabond in hardcover format? Because that is the way to do it, my friend. It's bigger. The only thing I wish they had done with Vagabond is kept the covers. Why didn't they do that? Missed opportunity.
Yeah, the Limp Bizkit, but you like it though, don't you?
No, I do not. No, I do not.
Oh, we're not. The time changed here.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah. So somebody was mentioning that earlier.
Get back on. That is the answer. Yeah.
Time change.
There are some good box sets like Claymore, which I think is getting a live action adaptation. That's a weird one to get a live action adaptation. Wait. Why not an anime that actually finishes? Hey, what's up, Lance?
Do you plan to see the movie
Black
Bag? For me, it's the best movie so far.
Really?
I don't know. I've never heard of it.
So it's
slow burn, a great spy movie. Just don't expect Mission Impossible. Oh, it's okay.
I saw the trailer. I do want to see it. I do want to see it, man. I'm excited for it. Jorge Jimenez's Kickstarter. Somebody's asking me about that. That is done through Clover Press. My buddy Curtis is the editor on that book from the Epic Marvel podcast. They put out a lot of art books. As a matter of fact, I just got the Michael Turner one. Yeah, good group. They are a great group of folks, by the way. Would you believe I got the box set for 90? Is that 90 euros or 90? I can't tell sports people or
I think
wanted to say like
pounds.
Pounds?
Pounds? It's a pound.
Where you live, man? Where you live, Azar? I'm ignorant.
And
Guillermo Torres Basabe.
Thank you. Going to La Mole in Mexico City. Ciudad de Mexico.
Ciudad de Mexico.
Okay.
Cuidado
This
means
weekend.
careful, Mexico. Now you're threatening Mexico, Melanie.
Ciudad. Okay. We'll see Chip Zdarsky and tell him you said hi. Thank you. I'm so proud of him.
You tell him I told you to call him El Chipo. I told the people in Spain that he's like, I hate that. Don't do that.
I'm so proud of him for having his name in the Daredevil credits. Oh.
He paid $50 for that to happen.
I
love
we both like Resident Evil, and I'm excited about the new Silent Hill coming out, Silent Hill F. That looks really cool. It's all Japanese, easy.
I even like the what was the online one on the PlayStation 3? Or no, it was the PSP. You just all you did was just fight zombies with people online. It wasn't that good, but that was an early stream. Yeah, time changes here. We still haven't adapted to the whole world, which is crazy.
Oh yeah, I see what you're saying, Brian. Yeah,
that's a great question, dude.
Do I have a favorite school-oriented TV show?
I got one.
Is My Community? It's
Community
school. I just watched a cold opening on the YouTube Shorts this morning with names. You guys, I can't think this morning. What's his name?
Troy.
Yeah, Abed. He's keeping a track. He's doing tally marks and notches on the table every time that Jeff throws out a zinger.
Mm-hmm.
Later,
she's cracking up. That's got to be good.
Troy, he's like, yeah, and he marks his list of notches.
His own notches?
He's just keeping a tally mark of notches.
Of his own. Oh, everybody's.
It just says notches.
Oh.
Okay, so I love Community.
Okay, that's a good answer.
What's yours?
Gosh, My So-Called Life. It's teenage.
Did I watch that?
Oh God, no! It got canceled. But it had Jared Leto in it, and a young Claire Danes. But actually, Friday Night Lights. I gotta go with Friday Night Lights.
I actually did like that. Full hearts, clear eyes, can't lose. And I don't like football.
Living in the UK, so you got pounds. Good on you, man. Would love to live in the US.
Maybe I vaguely remember that new spooky channel. Of course, I remember Erie, Indiana.
That's a great. It had a spinoff too. There was a sequel to Erie, Indiana. Yeah.
What was it?
I think it was like Erie, Indiana, something else. Where's the reissue of Punisher Max? Any idea? Thanks. I don't know. I didn't officially announce it, so I can't remember. I said it on a live stream because I saw it in the catalog too, so I thought it was coming, but I never did get confirmation. So let me ask him what's going on. I need that talent. Oh, it's good.
It's good. It's fun. Good. Yeah, it's fun. I enjoyed it. Head of the Class.
It's a good one.
Oh yeah, I did watch Magic School Bus. That was a good cartoon.
Never going back to school. Shonda Sook, you need to go back to school. Were there new DC Finest announcements? There were some. I don't know if Kenny's still in the chat. I know one of them is Crisis on Infinite Earths. Oh, Batman. This is really cool, but the Batman DC Finest is the Batman stories right before year 1 and 2. That stuff has never been collected, ever. So that's really cool.
That's gross, Tina. She kept her twins in Tupperware. Like, are they fetuses?
Okay, don't. Oh, I thought she was talking about her mom.
No,
don't highlight that.
The Newsfree channel.
Saved by the Bell, Boy Meets World.
Oh, the Wonder Years.
I thought about the Wonder Years, but I'm like, that was Go ahead.
We're watching The Princess Bride in film studies,
Freaks
and
and
I
Geeks was
want
good.
to like explain about, because I'm telling them that like Chris Sarandon does Jack Skellington's voice, and that the what's her name plays Buttercup is Jenny in Forrest Gump that we watched. Like I think that was the first movie we watched, and if for Fred Savage, I'm like, Wonder Years, they're not gonna know Wonder Years. He directed a couple episodes of Always Sunny in Philadelphia. I'm like, I don't think they would know anything that Fred Savage
one of the
is.
thieves is the narrator, the older Kevin in Home Alone. Not Joe Pesci, the other guy.
The narrator, the grandpa?
No, the narrator in the Wonder Years.
Oh, okay. I was like, what?
No, the grandpa was, what's his name?
Oh, Buffy.
Columbo, right?
Does Buffy count?
Yeah,
you're right.
I was like, where high school? I think of school drama, like things that take place in school, maybe. Tonight is the birthday party. I'm having friends and family over, man.
How does it feel to interview Paul Dini?
It was amazing.
I'm
It was
so
amazing.
Proud of you.
One of my favorite writers of all
really,
time.
really
I mean,
cool.
you know, outside of comics, we're talking about like some of the greatest shows ever, like Batman the Animated Series, Tiny Toons, Animaniacs, and then of course video games like Batman Arkham Asylum.
They're so good. They're all so good. Sorry, I was laughing at Logan.
Oh, dude, Texas forever.
So much.
Eric,
this better not awaken something in me. That's where I get it.
We do quote that a lot. Friday Night Lights is one of my favorite shows of all time.
Texas forever,
brother. Yeah.
Okay. There's a question here for you, or actually, I emailed you guys last Sunday, but I feared that it got lost.
Oh no! What? It was your toys, right? I was just looking at emails this morning. I have been so horrible at getting back to people. I'm so sorry. I mailed out some stuff, some surprises for people. And I think I just got some emails saying that they got their stuff. There was a young kid that lost like a lot of his stuff in an apartment fire. So I mailed him a bunch of books. And I think his email came in.
So it's Moon and showing like pictures
of his toy collection.
Oh, that's cool.
So he was talking about it in Jess's stream. No,
oh, okay.
They were like grown kids. I kept them. I keep reading. I kept them fresh, like a weird anti-aging thing. Fred Savage was canceled.
He was.
What did he do? That guy.
From Home Alone.
Marv. Yes, he's the one that did the narration. He was the older Daniel Stern. That was his name. He was the older Kevin. I love that. I love the Wonder Years. That was one of my favorite shows.
What would
Peter
you
Falk
do
is
if I
Columbo.
sang out of tune? Good morning. I like
That was the reason they could not put it out on DVD for years, the song.
Oh.
Because the Beatles rights, I think at the time, belonged to Michael Jackson. I can't remember. Somebody would not whatever company would not let them use the song.
Omar did swing by the PO box.
I did. I
Is
went
it
to pick up
upstairs or-
stuff.
Oh, is it right there?
Couple boxes. Oh, we got one return, but that's okay. We won't talk about that.
Okay. Schoolhouse Rock, but that's music. Yeah. Any update on Secret Invasion and Genesis Avengers Volume 2?
No update, but I did send out an email. I also need to do a recap of everything that's coming out.
Oh, that's somebody was asking if you had the opportunity to ask David Gabriel about something. Ooh. Hey, talk to those people who got married while I'm trying to find it. Talk to them.
Russ and
Ashley and Dustin.
Ashley and Dustin, if you're watching right now, I need you to email me. Stop what you're doing. Stop having a honeymoon and email me because I want to send you a gift.
Yes, because we lost your address.
Yes, because we lack communication. Years of being married. That's what happened. Marriage.
Years of being married.
Years of being married. That's what happens to you. I thought she had the address. She thought I had the address, and we lost it, man. I'm so sorry.
Okay, I can't find that comment, but I did find this one.
Good to see you, tree formerly known as Mike.
Just wondering how you would recommend someone to get into modern X-Men, like i.e. Hoxpox, through Omni's loan. Anyone at least getting the key beats?
Like, I guess it depends.
You got this, Brent. You can do it.
Had you been reading X-Men previously? If you hadn't read X-Men, I think it's a great jumping on point. Especially if you don't know much about the characters. Because when new creators come on, it's not like they're doing their own thing with the characters, right? And much like everything else, every other run, every other era that lasted for 5 years, ups and downs, right? But the ups, I mean, oh my gosh, the ups are so good. But then again, the downs are so, what am I even reading? So yeah, I think the Omnibus is a great way to collect it. Unfortunately, the trade, oh no, No, that doesn't collect everything. I mean, if you're gonna go keys, so I suggest the omnibus, right? Because I like collecting and reading everything.
Hi, Mom.
But hey, Becky. But if you just want like some keys, get House and Powers of X, get X-Men by Jonathan Hickman, Excalibur by Teenie Howard, and X-Men by Jonathan Hickman lead into an event called X of Swords. And then after that, you can read some of the Hellfire Gala, which is coming out in trade paperback, the Inferno, and then the X Lives and X Deaths of Wolverine. I don't know if Secret Invasion is possible, but it would be nice to have. I am going to ask because I think it makes more sense to put it in there, right? And I'll also ask for Siege. Those are, I think, the two events that would help. It would make it a big book. I'm pretty sure they're going to say no, but it doesn't hurt, right? I don't mind asking about that. It's the covers that I don't want to go down that road again. Chris, how are you, dude?
I started as Con.
He's going to be at Heroes Con. I met up with Chris. Oh my gosh, when was that? 2021. You and BJ from Comics Are Dope. Good morning, Omar. Melanie, happy birthday, Omar. I hope it was a great day. If you could spend the day in a particular comic universe or with a comic book team, what would you choose and why? Not Berserk, as much as I want to hang out with Guts.
Oh, no.
Because I don't want to get attacked. That's not good. That's not healthy for anybody. X-Men.
Scooby-Doo Apocalypse. No,
You,
I want to read it.
You
I
might
want to
win.
read it.
You might win. That's a good answer.
No, I haven't read it. I want to, though. What did you pick, baby?
X-Men.
X-Men.
Chances are I'm going to get killed. That's okay. Worth it. And it'll probably be by my own doing.
I'd love to hang out with Spidey. That would be so much fun.
Yeah, X-Men. Me and Wolverine can grab a brew.
Take me web swinging. That would be fun. That would be a lot of fun.
I can ride on the back of his bike. I think it's just me and Wolverine. It's a fanfic about me and Wolverine hanging out and throwing baseballs.
Oh, that's so sweet.
I'll write him a letter like Mac. Do you like?
Me too.
Me too. Omar, the TikTok showing where you read was hilarious. Do you actually?
False. He does not cook. What? No.
Wait, yes, I do.
TikTok.
Excuse me. I live by myself in the mornings. When you and the girls are gone, I will cook my own
that
one.
kind of cooking. Okay.
What the fudge is that? Oh, you almost made me drop an F-bomb.
Your soup. You cooking that way?
Get the. Boy, you almost caught me slipping. Are you going to interview named by John Campeo, James Reyes, the Office artist? Am I going to interview them? Or would I interview them? I would interview them. I do have to slow down on interviews because we've got the busy schedule for the next couple of months that are coming. And that's because of the reprint polls, for DC and Marvel, and now this year Image.
Any more announcements this week? Maybe Marvel, maybe Titan, maybe
Big
DC
Stu.
Finest.
Yes, for Marvel. Yeah, there's a lot coming.
I own the Panini. I want to say Panini.
I think it is Panini, right?
Oh, okay. Secret Wars trade paperback. By chance, have you ever done a comparison of trades only available in EU, UK?
I've done a comparison of the Batman Murderer Fugitive, but I think that's the only one because I don't have a lot of those.
Are there any stories you can recommend that are chill in nature? That's a
Corgi.
great question.
You'll fall in love with Corgi. There's no dialogue. It's beautiful. And if you got kids, read it with your kid or look at it with your kids.
And animal stories are chill. What's Michael? It's a manga. It's really chill. Or Sweet Home. It's so sweet.
Pretty chill.
What about
In Nature Gone? I gotta go with Gone if it's a manga.
I'm trying to think. I know over there on the indie shelf, there's some good chill.
Because unfortunately, a lot of nature, I think of like, something that is so
That's
not
not
chill.
chill. And people in the chat can recommend as well some of the chill stories.
Daylight savings time happened last Saturday. That's why we're so early for people overseas. Omar, heel turn, confirm. What I heel turn about, Carl? Omar cooking Breaking Bad style in the morning. It would be a different kind of channel, wouldn't it?
I think this is for your pronunciation of the names.
Perhaps. Oh, I'm sorry, Eddie.
Omar is assuming Wolverine wouldn't just stab him right off. No.
My last words would be worth it.
What about Big Barda or Scrooge McDuck? No, you pick Wolfie over.
Oh, don't Scrooge and I can go on.
I actually climb a mountain.
I love people like Scrooge, like curmudgeons. Like I love hanging out with old dudes like that. I don't know.
Curmudgeons.
I love it, man. Dang, Tom King announced. Tom King didn't announce it. The catalog announced it. I don't think
we
Tom
don't
King
understand what you're talking about, Harvey P.
Can we all agree John Calipari is killing it at Arkansas?
I don't know what sports ball you are talking about.
Calipari, he used to coach over here in Kentucky.
Oh, he did. Oh, yeah.
When you went to school at UK. She went to school there.
I don't know.
Chill books. Obviously, Hunter, X-Hunter, and
JoJo's
Bizarre
Adventure.
They chilling in those books. Oh, Mushishi. It's coming back to print. Like, legit, it's coming back to print, and it is beautiful. Oh, there we go. Komi Can't Communicate. What was the other one? Space Dumplings?
Maison
Koku. Oh, Yoko. That's another one. I love that one. Yokohama Kaidashi, I think. Yeah. I really like. No, Scumbag is not chill at all.
If I remember, I don't know what it is, but
if it's Remender, you can expect characters hating themselves, going through family turmoil, and dealing with some kind of drug or alcoholism, but that's okay.
There are a lot of slice of life manga stories that are chill.
I did ask for the Doom 2099. I haven't gotten it yet. I'm gonna ask for it. When does that book come out, dude? Is it May?
2-in-1. That's us. Do you know why they collect Team Up and Masterworks and not Omnibus, and why they started Omnis from Web of Spider-Man instead of Team Up?
I don't know the answers to that question, honestly. I know with Masterworks they were doing in release order, like, hey, let's get through the 70s, and now we're looking at the early 80s. I really don't know where the stopping point would be, though. Hey, you leave Sean DeSuke alone. He's good people. Cat and Gamer, Flying Witch. By the way, I don't know if Bruce is watching, but his standees of Alf and Melissa McCarthy scared the crud out of me the other day when I was down here by myself cleaning. Because out of the corner of my eye, I see a woman looking at me, and I was like, oh, God. And it's Melissa McCarthy.
Rainbow Rowell She-Hulk?
Yeah, that's a slice of life. That's a good one. So you got all kinds of recommendations, man.
Doom is May 6th.
Okay, then they do have it ready. So I'll be asking for it.
PSA, everyone still has time to read Infinity Gauntlet and join NMC Patreon Book Club tomorrow. You can.
What time is that?
Even make fun of how old Omar is now to his face.
Say it to my face, James. I dare
that
you.
That is at 2 p.m. Eastern time tomorrow. And tomorrow through Patreon, it's the $7.77 tier. I'll send out a Zoom link. We'll meet via Zoom.
And I hope I'm
Josh
sober.
Is saying happy birthday.
Tk you. Thank you, Josh.
Yeah. And it is Cosmo Shop time.
Already? How does time fly? Is it? I thought we did it at 10:45. Do we do it at 10:30?
Okay, first of all, it's 11:33. And it's around 11:30,
Maybe
11:45 mark.
Okay.
On your
Maybe
Starbucks.
All right. So if you live in Canada and you're interested in purchasing big books, check out bdcosmos.com, the Canadian leader in cheap graphic novels. They have a physical storefront in Montreal, Quebec. How would you say it in actual? Anyway, doesn't matter. That is bdcosmos.com. 25% off your order of 99 Canadian dollars or more. Free shipping everywhere in Canada for every order over 250 Canadian dollars or more. At the checkout, tell them Near Make Edition sent you their way, and you'll be added to their monthly $25 gift card. Raffle entries are valid for new and returning customers. And that's
it's
so close.
I was reading the document. BD Cosmos with rewards and raffles taking care of customers in Canada. Pew, pew, pew.
Julie's going to be like, you're fired. Step into my office. God bless you. Had one job. It's 2 words. BD.
It's 3. It's 2 letters.
2 letters, 1 word. Okay. I thought about sending you a standee of the Weeping Angels. That actually wouldn't have freaked me out as much.
That would have been cool.
Yeah, that would have been cool.
Thank you, Bruce, for the super chat.
And thank you for the standees. They're going to make nice props tonight. But no, she legit scared the crap out of me. Like, somewhere in the corner of my eye, I'm like, what is that? Dude.
Oh, I hit you with a remix. I thought you were talking about Melissa McCarthy. Are you saying me?
Leave him alone. Try to make those mistakes.
If you could give Chip Zdarsky any mutant X character, who would you give him? That's a good question, Fernando.
Beacon Angel.
Wait, I know you like Angel. You like Beak?
No. No, but I think he would make a good duo because Beak is married to a woman named Angel, and then Beak and Angel were in Worthington the Third both can fly. I think it would be a nice comedic, like they get an apartment complex. And it's Chip Zdarsky writing it, so that's why. Beak and Angels. There we go. Beak and Angels.
I would read it.
No,
yeah, we're not
talking
well
games.
talking
Not
day. Have you guys checked out Standstill by Lee Lowridge? It's one of my
Lowridge.
recent favorites.
No, I haven't
so far. No, I haven't. Thank you for the recommendation.
I can't believe Bart's not here. Maybe she's out partying by herself.
Good, Jeff. I'm so glad that you're shopping at BD Cosmos.
They're good people. Is that Shining Force, my friend? I love me some Shining Force.
I heard Marvel are considering the companion format.
Where'd you hear that?
What kind of stories would they be aimed at? Omnibus reprints? Double epics?
Nothing official yet, but yeah, they've been humoring it because, bookstores ask for things and they see, I can't answer what stories though, because I actually know the first two, but wait, I can neither confirm nor deny. Good old Infinity Gauntlet Saga, crazy good story. Still sad that they were too late to bring Adam Warlock in the movie universe. It would have been different though, right? It would have hit different.
So I've never read it before, so it was fun this week to, of course, I have the movie in mind and compare it to the book. I'll tell you what, no spoilers, but yeah, there's a really cool Captain America moment, and then a really bad Silver Surfer moment.
I love that moment of Silver Surfer, dude. That's awesome.
Oh, and there's a cool Wolvie moment too. Yeah.
That's not cool at all.
Yes,
he became a toy.
Well, but he at least got a shot in.
Oh, he got shot in.
Why is the Old Republic Omnibus release date being pushed back?
What's the date you have? I thought it was coming out next week, not this week, but the next week. Because I did my overview. I have to double check. Omar, are you getting the Nam Omnibus? Nam, Vietnam.
Nam. Oh, that's true. Not
right?
Nam. Nam. Yeah.
Although we live in Kentucky where people say Nam.
You don't say Vietnam.
No, well, seriously, we live in Kentucky.
Yeah,
people say
okay,
Nam.
Yeah.
I should be. Yeah. Marvel usually sends me every omnibus. Yeah. Yeah, I should be. Unless you know something I don't. Did I mess something up? The movie did it better. For what? Infinity Gauntlet? No. I love the movie. That's my favorite Avengers movie, or second favorite.
If I had to choose between the two, I think I do like the movie more.
Oh yeah, you saw the movie first, then read the story.
Yeah,
I read the comic first, and then watched the movie.
Yeah,
that comic means a lot to me.
I liked the comic. I did not like it.
Dude, when I imagine being a kid, and then Thanos snapping his fingers, and like some of your favorite characters are gone.
Yeah,
you're like, what? that didn't happen in X-Men. What's happening? Right? Like you can't recapture that magic. Like it has to happen as you're reading comics as a kid, and not knowing what's going to happen. It's magic, man.
So Bar is
she's at a
party dressed as Buttercup with her friends, all dressed as the Powerpuff Girls. Oh, how fun is that?
What's a Purim party?
Well,
it's like
in the Jewish religion, Purim is religious holiday.
But is it a dress up?
I don't know. Yeah, like that's cool. Like if the tradition is to kind of like dress up in costume. What's your top 5 obscure comics of all time? Yes,
that's a harder question to answer than the one I wanted you to click on. Okay, obscure, like ain't nobody heard of. Because anything I'm going to say, somebody's gonna say, I already read that.
Well, but okay, obviously somebody has read it. But just if for most people they haven't heard it,
Kaiju Max
have to be like nobody's ever
okay. Kaiju Max, gotta go with Kaiju Max. I think it's a wonderful series about kaijus that live on an island. They're all in prison in this island, and it's wonderful, crazy, and funny, real funny. Obscure. What's another one that's obscure? Not a lot of people have heard of. Blackwood. I really like that. That was published by Dark Horse Comics. If you like a little bit of occult in your comic books, I could say the same thing about Nocturnals. Not a lot of people have heard about Dan Brereton's Nocturnals. That's a great one. Soulwind, that's a good standalone one. And Flight, the Flight anthology. I thought that was a freaking amazing project. There's 8 volumes of those, and it's an anthology that a comic creator would come in and just write a story about having to do with flight. So it's really cool. The info is on the PRH catalog right now. The Eldevise catalog, which is where I do at the end of everything is in the catalog, which will be sometime in early April. That's at the Eldevise. But for right now, things are popping up in PRH.
Six Gun.
That's a great one.
I read that, right? Did we do it for book club?
You never done a Six Gun.
Did I read it?
I don't know. Have you? It's a Western about
who did it?
Cullen Bunn.
No, I don't think I did.
I didn't think so.
Oh, Bang Battle of the Tiger. It should be on the list too.
Bang's a good one. I like
That's
that.
Josh's comic. It is really good. And you
No.
can go to joshgreathouse.com. Is it .com? Put it in the chat.
It's HTTPS.
No, you know what I mean. What's the dot part?
Who was saying that? I was interviewing somebody just recently, and they were like, "Oh no, it wasn't interviewing. It was my dude, Sean from Comic Pals." He kept going, "Go to www.youtube.com." I'm like, because I was like, "Where can people find you?" And he was telling his YouTube channel, like, "You're telling people to go to www.
Oh,
I was like, "It's such an old man."
Said,
Ryan, it's my birthday, and I hate you. And your mom just called. She said she hates you too. Thanks. I had 3 to 8, and then 3:18, and now 3:25. So yeah, it should be coming out. I mean, I have a copy of it, so usually they stick to that date because I get them about a month or month and a half earlier.
Oh, Pronto, I want to check out I Hate Fairyland.
It's funny. I like
years. That one. If you're in the collected editions department, Marvel, and wanted to launch a compendium line, what 2 books would you start with?
Nth Man and New Warriors, and I would lose my job the next day. I'd be in the Guinness Book of World Records with the man with the shortest time working at Marvel Comics. I'd have to go with bangers, right? Like things that would sell. So obviously X-Men and Spider-Man. But where? McFarlane's Spider-Man, Claremont's X-Men, John Byrne, Dave Cockrum, David Michelinie. That's where I would go.
Why does New Warriors get a ton of omnis, but nothing in epic format? I assume it involves you making some desperate late night phone calls.
Hey. No, I remember in 2020 we were on a hike and David had texted me and he was like, "Hey, we're gonna be launching some new epic lines." 3 of them have come out since then, and 2 of them haven't. One of them was that has not is New Warriors, so I'm sure it's in the works. There's just so much, right? From working IT people of a certain age, still trying to type out the whole URL sometimes.
Ryan said, "At least my mom is treating you right for your birthday."
She did all right.
Oh my gosh!
No, you did not. The Marvel reprint poll will be in April.
Sorry if you're got headphones on. I just yelled. Sorry. I remember in middle school, we always quietly told each other exact links because everything was banned on school computers unless you knew the exact link.
I remember I worked for the Board of Education, and man, middle school kids. I don't know how old you were, but this had to have been, I was working there from 2002 to 2005, 2006. But I remember the 7th graders, every day they would figure out the loophole how to get to adult websites on the school computer. Really? And I was like, man, mad props to these kids for figuring, like, because we would put we would put foolproof on them. And it was hard to crack that. Like it would, you would hit certain words. So that's why the website whitehouse.org became really popular, because it was not the White House that it would take you to. And I was like, man, these kids are good. These kids are good. Like they're real trying. Like, what are you doing in school though that makes you anyway?
Rahul's saying thank you for recommending Saucer.
It's awesome, dude. I loved it.
Saucer Country, sorry. Thank you for the super chat.
Yes, one beef with it.
There we go. Got my Daredevil by Cindy. Good stuff, but I have one beef. Why is Nerdist quoted on it and not you? You've been raving about these stories forever. Aw, that's so sweet.
It shows that there's no favoritism in the collected editions department. I've never been quoted on a Marvel book. I've been quoted on a Titan book, and I think they're quoting me on an IDW book. watch it get canceled. But
What's
but
the,
I've never been quoted on a Marvel
what's
book.
the Titan book?
It was one of the I think it was one of the annuals or one of the Judge Dredd annuals. It was really cool. I really love my folks at Titan. They're wonderful. Not Titan. I'm so sorry. 2000 AD, Rebellion 2000 AD. Yeah, Titan. You can quote me anytime you want to. Maybe you have maybe you have to have it written. I don't know what. I'm so sorry. Is the Nerdist a YouTube channel? I'm so out of the loop. It is. Wait a minute. They ain't got nothing written. Why are they getting quoted?
RG made it. As a middle school teacher, can confirm the 7th grader points I will to work around.
There's always a way, right? Like kids will always find a way.
And now the kids watching here know about it too. Good job, Omar.
Well, no, that website's been blocked. I don't think it even exists anymore. www.
Let's see. Has there been any hints at more cross-gen comics or omnis?
I was supposed to announce one, not this batch, but the last batch, but then they pulled it until further notice. So there is a hint. There's a strong hint, right? But we just don't know when there will be.
You were quoted on my book first, you dumb blah.
That is true. I did quote that.
And Paul Shadow said,
"Stupidest thing I've ever read."
No, he didn't.
I did not say that.
What if you got quoted on a Alpha Omni? Did you ever check
My
out
freaking luck.
on Zuela?
I got it. I haven't opened it yet though. It's in my next haul video that I need to do. It looks pretty.
What about restock on Elektra Omni?
That would be a reprint, so it has to be reprinted first. So no, make sure you vote.
Speaking of Titan, Roy Thomas returned to write an issue of Savage Lord of Conan, and it was awesome. Did you get around to reading it yet?
Not until it comes out in the collected edition. I did not, but that makes me happy.
If you could pick any writer to do a run for any Marvel DC character, who would you pick?
Paul Dini, Daredevil. 100. Like we talked about that after
That's a good answer.
Well, I didn't want to put him on the spot on the interview, but after the interview, we talked. It was such a good conversation, and I was like, how has there not been a Paul Dini Daredevil run? And
that's a good answer.
It was, and it's funny. He told me some things that he's pitched, and I can't say anything because it was off record. But I'm like, oh, that would be cool. But I would 100%. The vote is in April.
Mm-hmm.
Don Rosa Howard the Duck. That would be good.
Do you think X-Force by Craig Kyle and Chris Yost Omnibus will ever happen?
Of course, yeah. It will happen one day.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't have an Alpha Omni. David Gabriel calls Omar. Omar, we're going to give you a blurb for the upcoming Civil War Omnibus. What do you want to say?
I guess it was printed on paper.
I know this is a Saturday
that's
morning.
my quote.
I know this is a Saturday morning stream, but do you think there will be a complete hardcover edition of Sex Criminals released?
Oh, you mean the whole shebang? Oh, that would be a good way to put it. I'm gonna have Chip back on. He's coming back on the channel, I think, sometime in May or June, so we can ask him. It'll be a live interview. I love that dude, despite of all the shade I throw him. He's such a good guy. And I mean that, like, he's done some stuff behind the scenes for me that he didn't have to. It didn't go anywhere, but that's okay. I still love him for what he did, because not a lot of people do that. A lot of people say things and they don't come through, and he didn't have to do something for me, and he did. That was really he's a stand-up guy.
Are you going to do an overview of Mark Millar's The Magic Order Library Edition?
It came out Thursday? It came out on Thursday.
Yeah. So
I've said on that one for about a month now. Savage Avengers Omnibus reprint. Make sure to vote. I think they can actually still do it because they just gave us 2 trade paperbacks.
Is Avatar Press still alive?
I don't know. I don't know why I'm nodding my head. I don't know. I thought you meant Antarctic Press at first.
Have you guys ever
given the card game Marvel Champions a try?
Oh,
hey, Phenomenal AC, how you doing, brother?
Oh, thank you for.
I want to see Omar's quote on an omnibus. Like, that would be my luck, right? That would be like my first omnibus that I get a quote on, and it would be something that I'm like, I didn't like that story at all. So I would have to find something positive to say.
Brent, I like all your updates. I'm proud of you for getting out of the car and going to Lowe's. I totally get that. Brian, that's a good question. I'm not going to be able to answer it off the top of my head, though.
At least the lighting was good.
I did joke it last night about, like, I'm so proud of my comic book creator boyfriend
what?
getting his name on the Daredevil credits.
He's not that funny.
James is asking when we're getting married.
He's not that funny.
Jip hates big, thick hardcovers.
He says that, but I've seen the back of his videos.
He throws away his dust jackets.
Dude, I actually commented on one of his videos because it popped up and I was like, hey, man, I thought you didn't read big books. And they're all back there.
Here, give me that.
Oh, this was a gift from my brother. I was going to wear it for the My Ex Magneto, which has now been rescheduled.
Put it on.
In April.
Oh, here.
Yo.
Wow, that's cool. Wait, do a pose. Oops.
I have Magneto. Wow, it sounds real weird. Which is the way that Chris Claremont would say it. When you talk, it sounds weird because there's an echo.
Check. I can't see my eyeballs.
You're adorable. You look ridiculously adorable. My big head can hold it up. Your little head cannot.
Like this.
Yeah, you look really threatening there, like the leader of the Brotherhood of Evil Mutants. Was there an answer to my question about Marvel perhaps still owning the rights to Mobius Blueberry? I don't think they do. That is that I think that still belongs to the original Spanish copyright holder.
What Spidey minis?
He promised
still waiting
us.
for
Still
more
waiting
after
for more
Spidey Shadow. I love Spidey
well, there's
Shadow.
supposed to be more? He's busy writing Captain America now.
Yeah, that's true.
But I can, we'll ask him.
Where did Dom go? Dom's okay. By the way, did you murder
I
him?
did not murder Dom.
Greetings, everyone. I want to see Omar quote on Batman Omni. 6 out of 10.
I can do that with Tom King's Omni. Well, 6 out of 10 stories ain't bad. You don't need a quote like that from me.
Do you guys think we will ever get a Cassandra Cain Batgirl Omnibus or Compendium?
I think so, yeah. We're getting DC Finest, so that's a good start.
I buy single issues.
She does. I do not. My
I
buddy
really enjoy reading stories in single issues. I think that's more. I like that pace of reading as opposed to like omnibus edition.
Is it the size that?
Yeah, yes, yeah. I mean, it's a little bit of pressure. It's overwhelming.
So you're threatened by size.
But I like spacing out my read of the stories.
Okay.
And also I just like to pick up random things when I go there and give it a try. Like Popeye from what's that?
Massive.
I love the art. I picked up like it was a
that guy's
issue.
a great artist.
It doesn't matter what the story is. It's just about fighting. I'm like, I really like this. I'm going to get issue 4.
He's what did he do? He did the Tuskegee comic too. I actually want Omar's first DC quote to be an absolute year 2. Oh my gosh, right? Which I'd like signed along with a copy for Jess. Yes. I'll make sure to put it in the back of his backdrop there. Would X-Men read by Al Ewing Omnibus include his sword run? What are your thoughts? Yeah, it would have to. I wouldn't call it X-Men Red, though. I would call it X-Men by Al Ewing.
You should wear it everywhere you go.
Tonight? Oh, I will when I'm drinking.
Oh, gosh. You don't want to break it, though. El Magneto.
Wait a minute. Is it because I'm El Latino? Kid Magneto.
I'm wearing my dad's Judge Dredd helmet.
Does the helmet make you feel safe from Xavier's mind scans? A little bit.
Man.
It makes me feel safe from Melanie staring at me. El Magnesio.
Oh, man. That's funny. That was a good gift.
Should voice Thrag and Invincible. They got a lot of great voice actors.
Thank you, Silhouette the Animator, for the super chat.
I need to finish this season out, actually.
John Hamm does have a good voice.
I like John Hamm. He's a great actor.
Is Savage Avengers Omnibus?
I think so, yeah, because we've gotten trade paperbacks with the character. They must have worked out some kind of deal. I never got an answer, by the way, about that. Now Charles will know there. That's awesome. That was so quick. How did you get that so quick? What is wrong with the internet? Not only did you take the picture, you had to create an account or change your name. Magnetomar.
Magnetomar. That's how you're.
Oh, that's a cool name.
Magnetomar.
I like that. Ostrander Spectre. Ostrander Spectre is so amazing. I have 2 custom omnis of it, so we would need another omnibus to finish out his run. So hopefully that does not get canceled. A friend of mine was working on First Class with wardrobe. She got Magneto helmet stuck on her head. She luckily got it off before anyone knew.
That's awesome.
Reminds me of a kid sticking his head in the staircase, like the bars in the staircase. Oh, that was me. I did that. I got stuck.
Badger stuff. I'm not going to show that, but that's pretty witty. Thank you for this super chat, Safar. Video request for Omar. New edition of your top 20 comic artist writers. It has been 4 years.
It has been 4 years.
Oh wow!
But I just I'm working on the reading order of Avengers, which is what the Patreons voted for. How did you all let Wonder Woman lose again? This is the third time that poor woman has lost. I think next time I'm just gonna put Wonder Woman up against Alf or something and watch Alf win. I don't have a single Alf collected edition, so I'm working on that now. But that would be cool to revisit because a lot, I think everybody's like that. You change, right? Like I think Gene Colan would be there now, where I didn't have him before. Let's see a new edition of the Hellboy reading order. They have been adding some stuff, and we have like the complete Hellboy too. When are we talking about Daredevil episode 4? I don't know. I haven't decided what we're going to review this Wednesday. I was thinking about, I really like the idea of favorite directors because we did Kevin Smith.
Oh, that's a cool idea.
So maybe I'll do Quentin Tarantino, like 3 of my top 3 favorite Quentin Tarantino movies, which is hard because I like a lot of his movies. Even the one that's at the bottom is like, it's a great movie.
Yeah.
I just read this. Apparently Invincible season 4 will have an original arc. Think he'll be any good? I think Kirkman confirmed it. Sure. Anime do filler all the time, right? Some of them are good.
We never saw Omar and
Magneto
Magneto
yes,
in the
this is
same
true.
room.
This is true. You think we'll ever get a Loeb McGinnis Superman omnibus? City of Tomorrow? I actually know the answer to this. One day. I'll check out Magic Order overview. Thanks. And you're dang right. It's Magneto. Chris Claremont and J.M. DeMatteis, man.
Thank you for the super chat.
Spare me, Magneto Mar. I like Magneto Mar. That's a cool name.
And we have another.
No more Uncanny Omar. I am now known as Magneto Mar. It's my alter ego. Melanie, do you like cute, obscure animals? Might look up Silky Anteater. They're in the Amazon and the cutest little critters, kind of like Pokemon.
Okay, I'll look it up right now. Thank you for the super chat, and I picked a cute gift for it. Let's see, Silky Anteater.
Did you have that gift the entire time?
Yeah, I just don't. It's kind of at the bottom. Will you ever leave Kentucky to reside on an asteroid?
Yes. For my own acolytes. Jess can be my Fabian Cortez because the inevitable betrayal. Omar's blurb on Red Hood and the Outlaws Omni. Instead of Man of Steel, we got this. Oh, that would be my blurb. We know Chuck Austin wrote bad runs. What's the worst one?
That's cute. Look at that.
Well, I mean, as an X-Men guy, I would have to go with X-Men. It's awful. His JLA, Pain of Gods, was bad. I actually dug his War Machine. He drew it too. I forgot that he was an artist. He did a lot of the art in Miracle Man.
I loved Helen of Windhorn. I did a video on it.
Yeah, she did a video on it.
And you read it twice. Yeah, it's so good. The art is so gorgeous, and I liked the overall pacing of the story. And it was just, you know what, Heavy Royce, who's your favorite character? Because I think near the end, the can't remember names, but the governess. I think she was my favorite character. And she's like the normal person, right? She's not off having fantastical adventures and such. I really liked her. I liked her character arc and how she grew. Any new compendium announcements?
There were some compendiums that showed up. Like DC Finest, we had the Blue Beetle, Justice League of America, which is the Detroit era. I'm trying to think of the compendiums they had. They had some new DC compacts. It's Why the Last Man. That's what it is. Why the Last Man compendium. Which, if you haven't read it, it's great. And do you own a complete Marvel universe when it comes to comics? I was born in 2000. Young man. And I have every comic volume story from the 1610 Ultimate Universe due to them coming out when I was a child.
Oh, wow. That's cool.
That started when you were a baby. Started in 2000. That's awesome, dude. The only unbroken run I have is New Warriors Volume 1. My buddy Hunter hooked me up with. Actually, it's missing 2 issues. I still have my. Oh no, I have all New Mutants. I have New Mutants every special from 1 to 100. I've got every Wolverine Volume 1. Uncanny. I sold a bunch when I had. I went through a divorce back in 2002 when you were 2 years old. And I had to sell off my key issues, like first appearance of Wolverine, Giant Size X-Men. I had all the X-Men. I had X-Men 1 through wherever it was that I stopped right before Onslaught. But yeah, I have Wolverine, Adjectiveless X-Men, unbroken runs like that. Yeah.
Magnetomar was right.
Thank you.
Um,
I like that. I like Magnetomar.
okay. If we're getting a Punisher by Greg Rucka Omnibus later this year, ignore this comment.
This year,
I felt like I need
I
to
can't
give it a
ignore that
shot.
comment.
I can't
ignore the
Like,
comment. I'm so sorry.
I picked it and I'm like, oh wait, but that's gonna look like.
I wish
confirmation.
we were. Believe me, dude.
Oh
But
my
they're
God.
not done. They're not done with the Punisher. I can't say that. They're not done with the Punisher.
What Batman stuff could be an omnibus in between Nightfall and No Man's Land?
The rest of the Chuck Dixon era, but what I would really love to see is a Contagion Legacy collection. Because Contagion that happens after Nightfall leads into Legacy. Legacy reveals the villain behind things, and then there's the whole Cataclysm storyline, right, with the earthquake. So yeah, I think something like that. You would need a couple volumes, though. I Dream About X-Force by Kyle and Yost Omnibus. A lot of people do, Fabio. A lot of people do. I had a dream the other night of a non-existent film adaptation of We 3. Was super emotional, and its soundtrack was VNV Nation. Sad it wasn't real.
Oh, I'm sorry. Thank you for the super chat, though.
You
And
can reach out to Grant Morrison and tell them to make it happen.
It is it's comic shop time.
Happy birthday, Omar. Unfortunately, I had to sell off some Omnis to make room and needed the money. Probably sell some modern to make room for older 80s and 90s run. I'm sorry, buddy, and thank you. Do you think the Triangle era Omnis, this is a very important question, will collect the Worlds Collide event with Milestone Comics? Well, we know they're double dipping with Volume 2 with Death and Return of Superman, right? So we know that they're kind of going the Marvel route with this is an event Omni, the Death and Return of Superman. So if they're collecting that, I see that Worlds Collide collection being added there because that happens right before the fall of Metropolis. So I hope they keep going with it, man. That's great. Magnetomar challenges Rodeo Omar and Princess Omar in a Crisis on Infinite. I kind of like this. I'm very weird.
And Carson saying happy birthday.
Thank you.
And
Thank you,
it's
man.
what again? Second time. It's
Second time.
comic shop
Second time. Okay. If you're interested in purchasing big books and you live in the EU, check out waltzcomicshop.com. They're based out of Berlin, Germany. They have the cheapest pre-order prices for Marvel and DC big books within the EU. And tell them near mint condition or use the code near mint condition, all one word at the checkout, and you get free shipping for all EU countries with your first order of over 40 euros or more. And that's
Walt's Comic Shop, your reliable source for omnis and premium collected editions in Europe. Ting,
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 ting.
ting. All right.
Oh,
Ow.
that was a pitiful attempt.
What? Me or you? Who are you talking to?
You.
Pitiful attempt at what?
Ting, ting.
I was echoing
What is some
you.
image series you would love to see in the same build as Remedy?
Battle Chasers. I think Battle Chasers is due out for a big hardcover collection. Maybe once the series is said and done. That would be great. I want to see a complete collection of Peter Panzerfaust. Big collection of Glory because I'm a big fan of Sophie Campbell. Love Sophie Campbell's artwork. Prophet by Graham. Yeah, I think that was a phenomenal series, man. Very underrated. Nobody really talks about it. Is this from my buddy, Mr. Tex?
Yeah.
So we got some packages that came in. This is an Amazon package. Oh, I don't know who that one's from. Yeah, but who's it from?
It doesn't say.
Oh, it's on the side.
It's from Big Bad Toy Store.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll open it up. And he got me. Oh, it's Daredevil Legends. No spoilers. The Lady Daredevil, if you will. The She-Devil. Nope, can't be She-Devil. Roseanne Barr took that one. So thank you so much. This come from Mr. Tex, right? Let's see.
Yeah, it's
Omar, birthday present number 2 from Mr. Tex. Thanks, buddy. That's awesome. I don't know where Melanie went. Happy birthday, Omar. Thank you.
Just the 2 boxes then.
They collected the whole event in the milestone compendium, so I would assume they would do the same for Superman. I would think so too. They better collect Worlds Collide and I think they will. I don't see they would leave it out. If I don't have Death of Superman, should I just start buying the train? Oh, if you don't have it, yes. I think there's only like one or two things that are missing, like the specials, but that's about it.
Sweet. Is it just 2 boxes?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
Omar, they're canceling Triangle H book. You talked about it twice. All right, who's it from? This is the Transformers, the movie. It's the 1,000 piece. I didn't even know this thing existed from Mondo.
So is that Tiger Eyes then?
This had to be Tiger Eyes then. The Tiger Eyes, this is you, right, my dude? Thank you so much, man. That's a cool piece. Ooh, we'd have to frame it after we're done.
Oh, wow.
Lydia and I can work on this.
Here, keep moving your leg, please. Thank you.
How many times is that, Mr. Tex? Moving my legs.
Oh, look at that. I love this part where they're coming out of his eye. That's a really cool picture. I like the composition. You just put up your poster yesterday, Omar, of Transformers movie with lots of signatures.
Yeah, so my daughter and I...
Bye, Brian.
Be good, Brian. My daughter and I go to conventions, Transformers conventions, and we put up, hey, buddy, how are you doing, Omnibo? And we collect signatures, but we have the actors, the voice actors that are still with us, say our favorite quote from the Transformers movie. So we have like the voice actor Perceptor say, "Run, Blaster, save yourself." Susan Blue, who did the voice of RC, is like, "No, you better stay close to me." My favorite quote from Megatron, we have Frank Welker signed it as such heroic nonsense. But I want to meet Frank Welker again so he could so he could sign it as what's his name, Soundwave.
Oh, crank the Stan Bush when you make that puzzle. And we do have it on vinyl.
Stan Bush signed it with "You Got the Touch."
Oh,
yeah, that poster means a lot to us. And if I ever meet Weird Al, that's how he's signing it. We even got the voice of Windcharger to sign it with "ouch ... because he wasn't in the movie. He got killed off screen.
So it's from Tiger Eyes. That's really
Dude,
sweet.
this thing is cool. I didn't know this thing existed. And my daughter and I love Transformers, so we will work on this together.
Do you think we could see DC potentially making Omnis for Wildstorm, Marvel, or DC Dark Horse crossovers in the near future?
So there are some things I may not be able to announce, but there are cool things coming. They just dropped the first image of the Sonic JL crossover.
There's a Sonic Justice League crossover?
Yes, we've talked about this. You know this. You're so cute. It's a cover swap of Jim Lee's Justice League 1. My kids are going to lose. That's awesome,
That's
man.
so cool.
My kids are excited for Mega Man. Udon is making a Mega Man comic. Any thoughts about the new Absolute I haven't read it yet. I'm waiting on those first trades to drop.
Yeah, and I brought the ball on that one, so I'm waiting for the trades too. Whatever happened to Iron Man 2020? What's Iron Man 2020?
It was a comic series or a character too. What would Vince DiCola sign?
Wait, you didn't answer Brian's question. Yeah, keyboard sounds. Whatever happened to it?
I don't
The
know.
answer is you don't know.
I don't know.
Okay.
The character's still around somewhere. Omar from the
multiple-
Go ahead.
Jinx again.
There you
Nah,
go.
Jinx cheese.
I can't talk.
You just talked. Omar from multiple universes collide in the War of Omars. Omar Prime beats everyone and dons the Magneto's helmet and calls himself the immortal Magnetomar. I can't say it. How do you say it?
Magnetomar. That's
Magnetomar. Magnetomar. All universes under Magnetomar. I love it.
Oh, I love. What does Scrooge call himself? The Scrooge of all.
Oh,
The Scrooge above all. I'm the Omar above all.
Wait,
That's
who
what
wrote
it is.
that? That was
Jason Aaron.
Yeah, that was a good
Oh,
issue.
it's such a good book. It's coming out in Gallery Edition this week.
I think you have a sense of the superheroes I like. Are there lesser known books you would recommend?
Peter David's Hulk. Wait, who's your favorite hero?
Arjun. You just said he had a sense of the
Well, I mean, obviously he likes Spider-Man, right? Like I know he likes Spider-Man, but like,
Here, you think about
you
it.
like Venom?
Yes, I don't have object permanence.
Hey, Novar. Good afternoon, Omar and Melanie, or good morning in your case. What's up? We're up.
Do you have a recommendation? I'm
Well,
stop
I
reading.
wanted to
I'm
know
sure
what
things
Arjun liked.
Okay.
Like, give me
I'll
your
look
5
for it.
favorite
Okay,
characters.
Okay.
The Omar War Invincible style. I think we just sit around and geek out about comics and drink some beer. That would be our kind of war.
How many Triangle Era Omnis would we need? And happy birthday.
Oh, brother, dude, it went a long time. It went for 10 plus. No, I think it was 13 years. Because it doesn't stop until Jeff Loeb takes over the books, right? And that's the whole City of Tomorrow. I mean, it goes a long time. Ugh, so Omnis, woo, you need a lot. Oh no, wait, no. Sorry, now you got me thinking. How would I map it? That would be a fun video. Map my Superman. Spider-Man, Daredevil, Batman, Swamp Thing, Green Lantern.
Something.
Nancy Collins' Swamp Thing gets overlooked a lot. I think it's wonderful. It's a different take on Swamp Thing.
Okay.
That's my
The Council of Omars will fight over who is the #1 Wolverine fan.
Yeah, that's the only thing we're fighting about.
Magnetomar and the Crisis of Infinite Helmets. What was your favorite title line from the Krakoa era?
Oh, that's a hard one. I love Hellions. I think Hellions is a freaking masterpiece.
Wait, does this count as a title line? Or is it an event? Sins of Sinister. Yeah, that's an event.
Well, no, it's an event, but they changed the titles over. I think I really liked Hellions. I really like Kieran Gillen's Batman, X-Men. I think Al Ewing's X-Men Red was solid.
I like Cable.
Actually, yeah, Jerry Dugan's Cable was good. And Cy Spurrier's series that he was writing through a group of miniseries. Those were solid too.
I like the Life and Deaths of Wolverine. Is that what it's called?
Yeah, that's Benjamin Percy.
Object Permanence.
Those aren't my favorites, but yeah, those are some of my favorites.
Good question. Cats of Britain by Alan Moore. Is that a recommendation for Arjun? Zeb Wells was great in Immutants and then on Hellions, not so much in Spider-Man.
Yeah, I agree with that. In age of streaming, no one still likes Cable. That's one of the jokes Peter David told. I love that joke in Executioner's song. We gotta go get Cable, and Strong Guy goes, "Ooh, cool. Maybe we get the Disney Channel for Rain."
Yeah, I like Strong Guy
because he's Peter David's humor, right? The War of the Omars will take place at the Omar Citadel, where the Council of Omar meets.
The next Marvel Omnibus announcement needs to be
with that on the cover.
Hellfire Gala attire.
I should wear the helmet with a suit. I wear the helmet with a suit tonight.
Oh,
could a Jaime Reyes Blue Beetle Omnibus happen? There is enough material, yeah. I don't know if they'll happen.
Hey, Alex.
Bonjour, Melanie.
Are you going to join us for the book club tomorrow? First time to catch you guys live. Hello, Robert. Will Marvel ever reprint the all-new Wolverine Omni? Sorry, been out of Omni news for a bit. Thank you.
It's important to vote, so make sure that you come back in April when the votes go up. I think they will one day.
Nancy A. Collins is an underrated writer, in my opinion. What do you think of the new lineup of Thunderbolts coming out this summer?
Oh, I saw the pictures. Hashtag not my Thunderbolts, but then again, I'm not that type of old man. I'll read it. It seems very Defender-ish, like that, like a lineup of Defenders. I love Scott McCloud.
Have you read Scott McCloud's thought?
Yeah,
I haven't read it.
It's like a space book. Yeah, I like it. It's good, man. Yeah, Steve.
We need a reprint of Wolverine Volume 1.
I'm surprised they didn't do that. I think we need a vote for that one if y'all want that to happen. We had 2. That brings it back home for me, like the Wolverine Omnibus, when they didn't have any faith that it would sell. And
Iron Man 2020 was a one-off Michelini Layton story that Dan Slott expanded to 2020, starring Arno Stark and his...
No, Rita!
John, I'm sorry, but thank you for the super chat.
I agree with John, though. That Dan Slott, I don't think it was collected in the Omnibus either.
No Songbird and Thunderbolts?
I love Songbird, brother. Yeah, I'm with you.
Did you see Marvel Legends is bringing out a comic-accurate Doctor Doom helmet with green?
No, that's awesome.
Thanks for asking, James. Not this week.
I am the student of the week, James.
Yes, my husband's due the week for his birthday. Yay!
Yay.
I'll do it again next week. Oh, we've got, let's see, a two-parter perhaps. I'll look for. Will you guys go over the catalog?
The DC stuff, yes. But that will be, I think that's about 2 weeks from wrapping up. They usually wrap up the first week of April. Hulk and Carnage on the same team. Yeah, very weird, but you know. Only 110 thumbs up in the chat. Hit that button for them. Thank you, Maximus Jackson.
Donkey Bubs. I like that. Donkey
Bubs.
Bubs.
I do agree with John, though. That story was bad. Rom is also getting a Marvel. I saw that Rom was getting a figure, too. I love a Zod Omnibus or Compendium. I'm surprised nobody's reprinted those old Zod stories. Under Magnetomar, all universes are thriving until Dr. Chip Xavier. That guy from a distant land of Canda. I like these made-up names. This is good. Rise up to challenges omnipotence and conspires to hit him where it hurts. My helmet? He's gonna take my helmet?
Bubs. I saw something. Is X-Statics an acceptable starting point for reading X-related? I just love all red art.
If you love all red art and you like quirky humor, yeah, absolutely. It is the most unlike X-Men story, though. It's out there. Goofy, quirky characters that will kind of annoy you and make you laugh. But you have to like that type of writing. Omni, each of you, what are your top 3 favorite music videos of all time? Monarch, Smooth Criminal, Remember the Time, and That's the Way Love Goes. Wow, you like a lot of the Jacksons. Smooth Criminal. Thriller, number 1, directed by John Landis, who did American Werewolf in London. And that's my number 1 of all time. That video when I was a kid scared the living crud out of me. It's got to be and I'll tell you what, it's got to be a Keith, what is his name? Keith Matthews? Is it Matthew Sweat? I can't remember the guy's name. Dang it. Now it's, he was the first American musician that put anime in his music videos, and it blew me away. One of them was Slum, and the other one was Cobra. So man, there's so many. You Could Be Mine. That had me so hyped up for Terminator 2. There was a time when we get music before the movies would come out, right?
When does that play in the movie?
You Could Be Mine? Guns N' Roses?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And
When
I
it's on
leave you dying. God, I love that song too. So I think those 3. Oh, Genesis though. These are the hands we give. And it's got the puppets from it was that political show that
Are you done?
we had in the. Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
It's my birthday.
Just teasing.
Go on.
Mine are random and perhaps, but no, this one is genuinely my top 3. Smashing Pumpkins, Tonight.
That video?
Oh, yeah.
Over 1979. Huh?
Oh, yeah, because it's all like artsy and stuff with that movie, people being shot to the moon, that French movie.
Mm-hmm.
And then, how about Foo Fighters?
Which
the
one?
Mentos commercial.
Over the what's it called? The Evil Dead.
I'm saying what pops in my head first.
Okay.
And then, oh shoot, I forgot the third. That's what I was like, are you done?
What about Aha?
No, stop. Okay, that's a good one, but no, I had a third one.
Now she's mad at me.
Birdhouse in Your Soul by They Might Be Giants. Or do I like Anna Nagum over that one? I don't know. Yeah.
Okay. Land of Confusion. Thank you. That was it. That was
Good
the Genesis
question.
one. That was a great question. Yeah, there was a time when music videos would come out before the movies, and man, we are so old. We remember the time before. Yeah, Maddie will always remind me how old I am because she was born on Judgment Day. Like she was born the day that Terminator 2 came out. And I was like, wow, I'm old. Like
Space Adventure Cobra.
Yep, Space Adventure. But I think it was Matthew Sweet that put him in his videos. Dude, Scream had a lot of music or a lot of anime clips. And also one of the hardest, most difficult video shoots for Janet Jackson.
I think that might have been Brian McKnight, You Can Be Mine.
No.
Everlong, that's a good one too.
That's the one with the Evil Dead.
Yeah, I was just being goofy with the mementos. Big me to talk about it. McFarlane directed Pearl Jam video Do the Revolution. Whoa.
Yep.
I do anything for love. Oh, that's a good one. California Girls, Sweet Dreams.
Man, I remember they premiered "I Do Anything for Love" on like not cable television, but like network television. And it was a huge because they were doing. Remember when they would premiere music videos on network television, like Black and White by Michael Jackson. A lot of Michael Jackson.
You were older than me.
Yeah. Thanks for that reminder.
And also, my parents didn't watch stuff like that, so
They didn't watch Michael Jackson.
Like music videos. These kids can talk all they want about how old we are, but we lived through the best decades.
We lived through some interesting decades, right? Like we were there before. Like it's crazy just how, and I think every generation probably feels like that, right? I'm sure the generation when they were like, remember when we didn't have this electricity? Oh man, you know what though? What about the generation that was like, how about this toilet paper thing, huh? That was a great invention. Like you think about that, like you think about indoor plumbing that like it didn't exist. Wouldn't that be like the greatest thing ever? Wait, I don't have to go outside and have newspapers, and you know what I'm saying? Like, no, it's toilet paper. Oh my gosh, greatest invention ever. Sorry,
what about The Touch by Stan Bush?
That is a great music video. Yeah,
my
daughter loves Clint Eastwood.
Blues? I don't know.
It's okay. Yeah, it's okay. I don't love it, but Omar, what is Ryan saying? Listens to "You Could Be Mine" while imagining himself riding in the back of a bike with Arnold Schwarzenegger. No, Arnold Schwarzenegger is riding in the back of my bike is how I imagine it, okay? And we're going hunting for freaking cyborgs and T-1000s. Nothing compares to you, Sinead O'Connor.
That's the one where it's just her,
Nothing.
Right?
Yeah,
it's
she's just
her
singing.
head.
Yeah.
Have you heard about Claymore getting LA adaptation?
Although Wrecking Effects, though, that video awakened things in me. The music video with that girl playing the saxophone on the beach.
See, that's how I feel about John Liddell playing saxophone.
God, I am old.
Have you heard about Claymore's getting LA adaptation?
I did. That's what I was just talking about. That, yeah, a live action Claymore, which is just a
No,
weird.
I thought you were talking about a music video.
No, Claymore. I talked about that earlier today.
You just said it awoke in you. It woke
No, that's Rex in Effect.
Okay, what?
And he's asking about the Claymore getting an LA adaptation. I said I talked about that earlier.
Oh,
that the live action. I did. It's a weird choice for an anime. Viva Peru, carajo! If you have connections at Dark Horse, can you ask them to print Lone Wolf and Cub in hardcover manga with unflipped artwork? Thank you. Well, there is more deluxe editions coming out, and it's really difficult because they definitely have to abide by the license holders. I tell this, I've shared this story before, and I'm more open about it now because time has gone. But the Trigun Deluxe editions, the reason the big delay happened was because the license holder, they almost like lost it because they were going through with that yellow like cover. You remember the yellow leather cover? And they were not happy with that. You got to abide by what the license holder has, right? Like you got to make them happy. Tom Petty, don't come around here. That's the Alice in Wonderland video. It's a good one.
That's what you just said. What about Omar and Melanie? Any notice when DC released a list of new DC Finest titles?
It'll be in the catalog. So you've got Crisis on Infinite Earths, the Batman right before year 1 and 2, the Blue Beetle book, a couple others too. So exciting times. They're kicking butt, man. Kicking butt.
He's currently reading the TMNT.
I am currently reading it. Yeah, the collection tour. Oh, the room tour Sunday. Yeah,
so,
tomorrow. Yeah. Plus an announcement. Sunday's a good day. Birthday weekend. Hope I don't have a hangover. I like that Trigon Yellow cover too, my brother, but it was a no-go.
Don't know if it's been mentioned already, but have you seen the recent Peter David GoFundMe?
Your mom usually is the one that keeps us up with us.
Emails
she donates money every month. Yeah, she's wonderful.
I have been. What's up? What's going on? Well, actually,
I think they Did they cut off his Medicaid or Medicare? I know they were thinking about that.
Okay, I don't have an email.
Tarantino would excel with a Wolverine in Japan movie. You know, Tarantino's idea, thank you so much, brother, was for a Godzilla movie. Was pretty cool. It was about people in Japan just kind of giving up and worshiping Godzilla as a god. Like he
Oh,
had
that's
an
cool.
idea for a
Yeah.
Godzilla movie. I'd like to see that. It's my first time reading Trigun, and I'm not ready for this, and I have no idea what happens with my boys.
Oh, I'm
Love
glad
this
you're
world.
liking it.
I'm glad you're liking it, dude. Wolfwood, he's the man.
Dream Tour tomorrow. I have been waiting for this since 2023.
Yeah,
Aw.
tomorrow, man. I'm sorry you had to wait long. It was I lost my dad. It was supposed to be filmed last October. It just I had a lot on my mind. I couldn't.
Mhm.
But I mean, honestly, my basement is almost complete. Like I put up
I'll be
all
right
my
back, baby.
toys and my stuff here in the back. Maybe on Patreon I'll put up a video of like what the basement looks like complete. And if enough people want to see it, I'll put it on YouTube. Yeah, 2 awesome X-Men Epic collections, man. It's almost like back to back too. Feliz cumpleaños, Omar. Saludos, mi hermano. Gracias. Y saluda a ti. I won't lie, Youngblood book is such a great design. I'm excited for it. I thought Tarantino didn't want to make franchise movies. He didn't, but that was like his idea, right? Like, I'm not saying he would ever do it. I'm joking. It's okay to take your time. Take care of yourself first. Oh, I was just explaining it for people that have been waiting for it, why it took me a while to do it. So, yeah. Who did the video with Christopher Walken? The Lethal Weapon, right? That was the Lethal Weapon video. I don't know who filmed it though. Yes, I would love to watch a full video of the complete basement. I don't care. Oh, thank you. That would be fun. Then you can see all the hobbies I'm into, like video games and physical movies and toys. Oh my gosh, so many toys. The ones that remained that I didn't sell. Yeah. Fat Boy Slim. Was it Spike Jonze? Is that who did Weapon of Choice, not Lethal Weapon? That's the movies. Getting too old for this S. I would love to have the complete basement setup video. Important question. Do you file your own taxes? What challenges are there filing as full-time YouTuber? What challenges? Oh man. I have a wonderful friend, viewer of the channel, that does my taxes for me, but I do file them. As a matter of fact, I got to work on them on Wednesday. Challenges. The challenges is I have to pay, right? Because this is my full-time job. So it's like I own my own business. So you have to treat it as your own business. And I'll give anybody the same advice. If you live in America, you can't cheat on Uncle Sam. They will find a way to do it. So you play it safe. You stay somewhere in between the don't pay attention to me and well, maybe I could claim this, right? Like for travel, when we go to conventions, I can claim the hotel. I can claim the tickets, like to get into the con if we have to pay for it. The travel, the gas, the mileage. I can't claim food, right? You can't claim food. It sucks. When I buy my own books, I can claim that. I don't sell books, so I give them away, but I can't claim those 100%. I can only claim like a certain percentage. I mean, it gets really tricky, right? So when I buy my own books, claiming them, like it's like pennies on the dollar, though. It's ridiculous. Like I can justify it and be like, oh, I can buy this box set for the channel and make a video. That's why I have to be really careful what I purchase throughout the month. I had set myself a budget to buy books from DC and Image, companies that don't send me books. And since this is a full-time job, I also have to get books that people want to see on videos. So, yeah. I'm trying
What were the 2 announced X-Men epics?
11 and 13. 11 and 13? Yeah. So the Prelude to the Mutant Massacre kind of stories and the Life-Death stories. Those 2. Big gap fillers.
Hey, DBZ All-Star.
How you doing,
2 years
buddy?
ago, I wrote a parody tribute song in celebration of your birthday. I'm working on 2 new songs for you. Creativity takes time. Stay tuned.
You're
Oh,
so
that's
kind,
awesome.
man.
Wow.
Steven's a good guy. Thanks for all the great recommendations over the years. You guys rock. Thank you, Eric, for watching and being here. All of you over the years for being here. I never thought the Saturday live stream would take off as much as it did. And even after COVID, I thought, maybe people stop watching now that they can go do something on Saturdays. And we're still holding. We're still doing it. And I will still do it. No matter how many times YouTube was like, knock off the live streams. They don't like long live stream or live videos. Will you and the Omarites? I'm gonna count you as an Omarite. I like that. Been doing a live stream discussing the DC. Yes, we do that every year. And people have asked me if I could start putting the books that are coming out from the catalog. I used to do that, and then Man of Steel came out and got canceled. So I don't know. For the last year, I've been thinking about doing that again. Maybe I need to talk to Dom about that, see if he wants to do it.
As Omar, will you make Dino Riders a real thing?
I hope so. With X-Men Blue and Gold Omnibus coming out, do you think it's still possible? Yeah, absolutely. It's still possible to reprint the Claremont and Lee. Yeah, you all vote for what you want to. Fatal Attractions may become obsolete one day because we might get a Blue and Gold too. But people still want it now. So they will, I mean, they look at the list and they will reprint what people vote for. Absolutely.
Tony, thank you so much.
Thank you, Tony.
Chat. A toast for your birthday weekend, Omar. Salute.
Look, I love all of you. Every one of you, like, I think are good people. But Tony's one of the most positive dudes on every video. Even when he's not into the book, he'll leave a nice, like, he'll find something nice to say. And I'm like, man, that's good. That's a good, like, I like people like that, you know? I think everybody's entitled to their opinion, and that's why I let every comment fly unless they're stupid and racist or homophobic, and those are gone. But YouTube does a good job of catching a lot of those beforehand. So you know, I want people to express themselves, especially when it's an announcement. Like, you know, I don't care as long as there's no fighting and stuff. But yeah, Tony's one of these commenters that will find him and the Indiana Jones guy. I love that guy. He's like, well, it's not Indiana Jones. Maybe one day though. But happy for those people that want this omnibus. He's been doing that for like 3 years now, and I'm like, one of these days is gonna be his day, and he's gonna lose it.
Any recommendations similar to Middle West?
Let me think. Middle West. I mean, the obvious choice would be other Scotty Young or Jorge Corona books. What was the follow? Does anybody remember not the follow-up series, but the next book they worked on? I don't think they have a hardcover of it yet. Skyward. I would go with Skyward. Maybe even something like I Hate Fairyland. Hey Phil, how you doing, buddy? Even Ryan Wilson, I love. I ain't never taken down your, as stupid as Ryan Wilson's comments are, I ain't never taken any of them down. And he asked me if I take them down. I'm like, I haven't taken it down, man. What'd you say? What'd you say to make YouTube angry? Skyward, I Hate Fairyland. Honestly, if you haven't read East to West, that's an excellent book. Very, very little to do with something like Middle West.
When are we getting Star Wars Legacy Omnibus?
Another one? Oh, you know, you want the Star Wars Legacy. I don't know. I always just bought the trade paperback volumes because they are nice size. Single issues are too short for me, and compendiums and omnis are too large to carry in my book bag with me. So trade paperbacks is the way you go. Yeah. That's why I talk about everything on my channel. You know, that's why I collect everything, because I love collected editions, and it doesn't have to be in omnibus format. Happy birthday, Omar. When is Ecto Kid by the Wachowskis and Scrooge getting an omnibus? Oh, dude. Do they still own the rights? That was the Clive Barker line, right? The Razor Line comics. I hope they do. That would be cool.
Could you ask Marvel for X-Men Wounded
Wolf Epic to add Quest Probe 1-3, as that Marvel Fanfare issue is a 4-part, but no 1-3 of that epic. Maybe they can add it. Only time my comments were removed was when I had an ISBN number for a book in them. YouTube hates ISBNs. What was the thing they hated? Gold balls.
Oh yeah.
We had whenever we do a giveaway, we had like a trivia, right? Like where you
gold balls was the answer.
Yeah, they removed that. That was so weird. Like, gold balls.
Xavier works with the Brotherhood of Evil Children to capture Lady Melanie and trap her.
My girl.
Hurt and angry by the capture of his heart.
I like this fanfic I love this fanfic that you're writing, brother.
Gathers the Council of Warriors. Oh, it's awesome. Hi, Omar and Melanie. I've wanted to start reading Invincible, but I can't find the first compendium in the UK. Do you have any suggestions on where I can find it?
Is it at? Oh, Lunar has. There. Actually, no. Why? I think right now in stock trades. Try that.
How do you keep a catalog of your collections to know what you have and you don't have?
Oh, Kane. Have you seen my whole videos? Have you seen my TikToks where I open a box that I'm like, oh, wait, I already bought this. Well, looks like it's going in the giveaway pile. Here. Seriously, this is the catalog. This used to be the catalog of reading orders until somebody asked me to write them down. And I'm like, write them down? What the heck is that? And then I started writing them down.
What a concept. Hello, I had a question. I've just finished watching the MCU. What comics do you recommend for me to read?
Oh.
Well, which of the MCU movies did you like the best?
And if you don't have an answer, and if you're still watching, I would go with Civil War, Infinity Gauntlet, which they're easy to find and accessible in trade paperback formats. Weapon X or Wolverine, Old Man Logan, Immortal Hulk, Volume 1, the trade paperback, Runaways, Daredevil. This is a good one. The Man Without Fear, that trade paperback, and then Born Again. And I'm trying to think of for something like Captain America, Winter Soldier for Captain America. I'm trying to think of books that inspire these movies that you were like, oh, I know that because that character was in this movie. So that, to me, I think that's the beauty of the MCU and DC movies, is bring these people to read comics. That's the point of
Remy
these things.
suggesting the Marvel Premiere Collections?
Yes, there are Marvel Premiere Collections of, thank you, dude, that's a good one. Ta-Nehisi Coates' Black Panther. Now, keep in mind, Ta-Nehisi Coates' Black Panther is a slow burn because he's an author, a published author. He's not a comic book writer, so it takes a bit for his comic to for his story to go.
When was the last time you were wowed by a brand new artist, or at least new to you?
It's been a while.
Because I have no object permanence sense of it. Bill Quisevely, even though I read Supergirl.
No, that's a good
Moment
one.
of Tomorrow.
That's
I
a
read
good
it. But then I just recently read Helen of Windhorn. I'm like, oh my gosh, this art is gorgeous.
Yeah, and that needs to be in a library edition. Yeah. Oh man, there are always artists coming around, and I see their name, and I'm like, oh, that guy's gonna be good, and then they do, and then they get like a big title. It's been a while, but Corona, right? Like, he did Middle West. I think his art is phenomenal. And then now he's blown up and doing Transformers. I remember Jorge Corona when he was drawing those first issues of Middle West. I was like, I think I like his art more than Scotty Young's, which I didn't think was possible when Scotty Young was writing that story. I don't know. It's been a while, right? Like, a lot of these artists, like Jorge Jimenez, I knew was going to be big when he was doing the Superman, Batman, or the Super Sons book. I was like, this guy's too good to be drawing this book, and I love that book. And sure enough, now he is the Batman artist, right?
Are the John Byrne Superman hardcovers out of print? No better time than now.
Yes, some of them are. Some of them are. Come on, Man of Steel.
Have you read Power Rangers from Boom Comics?
I love them.
I thought about checking them out, but I'm overwhelmed about where to start.
If you can find it, year one, the hardcovers are the best way to do it. Year one, year two, Shattered Grid.
Why don't you pull that out and show it? It's just right there.
Yeah. This one here. If you can find it. I know it goes in and out of print all the time. But year one, year two, Shattered Grid, Beyond the Grid, and then there was the Necessary Evil 1 and 2, and that kind of wraps up that era. And then there's book 1, which starts the new era. Happy birthday, Omar.
Do you have a go-to place restaurant you like to go for your birthday?
My dad would always take me to the Sage Cafe or like for lunch, Subway. So,
and that's a local place.
Yeah. Can't go to a Subway. I still can't go back to Subway because I miss just sitting there talking to my dad about things, about life. Not really. Like, my mom's home cooking is what I think of, like, when I want something special. How many DC Finest volumes do you think Crisis on Infinite Earths will be? Well, they're mapping them with all the tie-ins, and when people read, they're going to be like, what does this have to do with Crisis? So I assume 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, maybe? 6, 7?
Winter Scun is saying thank you. And what's the difference between Trigon Deluxe versus Trigon Maximum Deluxe?
Do you know this? I think you can answer this.
No, I don't
Okay.
remember.
Trigun was the original title, and then in Japan, it went over to another magazine. So the story
Oh, I didn't know that.
was going to continue, but they retitled it to Trigun Maximum. So think of Trigun Deluxe Edition as Volume 0 that introduces all the characters and the concept, and then Trigun Maximum as the ongoing series.
Does the Hellboy monster
Yes.
size fit in a Kallax?
I don't know if you can see it. It's right here.
We haven't had any bad storms, and I haven't heard anything since we've been down in the basement.
Yeah, I heard there were some bad storms that were coming last night.
The council could not come up with any plans to defeat the evil.
What? That guy? Okay.
Until young human Omar from our universe recalls that Chip can only be defeated by the one thing that
The chip tonight.
Will you start reviewing any Inside Editions cookbooks? Because you cook, right?
If they send me a book.
What do you drink to celebrate your birthday?
What's my drink of choice, Melanie? It ain't for
I
everybody.
asked if you were going to drink the bourbon straight because seeing Heather bought you a really nice bottle.
I'll drink it straight, but I want to start my drink.
You also drink the not as great stuff with cranberry juice, club soda, and lime.
Twist of lime.
Sorry, twist of lime.
Not for everybody.
Oh yeah,
I
just
read
finished reading Planetary and learned that John Cassaday passed away. So sad. Yeah,
that's a good book, and he did the entire art for that.
Yeah.
I think my friend Jess Omnidog says it best. You know, he's like, from an ex-alcoholic, that drink sounds disgusting.
It's fine.
Firehouse subs.
The tears of his enemies. Nice. D. Marcel says, I love Power Rangers, but I find the comics boring.
Oh, really? Dude, I'm a big fan. I'm the opposite.
Buckmaster B loves Power Rangers.
I'm not a fan of Power Rangers. I didn't grow up Power Rangers, right? So I'm that was coming out when I was in high school. So I never really watched the show. But I love the comics. I thought the comics were really cool. Because what Kyle Higgins did was write the comic the way he remembered the show. So with an adult spin to the stories, right?
So R0X21XX is bringing up Peter David again. Spectacular Spidey by Peter David Omni, which includes Death of Jean DeWolf, and he needs support more than ever. You heard what happened to him, right? Losing his access to Medicaid when he needs it most. Yes, somebody was telling us earlier. So James had posted, thank you for bringing that up. James posted in the comment section his GoFundMe.
Can you hold that comment up for a second?
Sure. There we go.
So I have thoughts about this, right? First thought is we live in America and our healthcare system is not the greatest. So if you live overseas, we pay for insurance, and if we don't have insurance, we have to pay out of pocket for medical bills. So that without getting any going, I don't ever talk politics or anything on the channel because this is a comic book channel. But since we are talking about this, so that's what he's talking about. So in America, we don't have a healthcare for everyone. And it's not affordable. As somebody that owns his own business and pays out of pocket for health insurance, it is ridiculous how much they charge and how little coverage we get. Now, saying that, I also feel like if Marvel were to do that to help out Peter David, I think that would kind of be. This is just me thinking. Like, I don't think it would be a good look for them, right? It would be like, hey, here's an omnibus. We get most of the profits. And Peter David's going to get like a percentage of it. If you really want to help him, I say just donate to the GoFundMe. You know what I'm saying? I hope that makes sense, man. I don't think it's a bad idea. I see where you're coming from. I think it's a good place. But if Marvel were to do it, I think it would be like they would get backlash for like, oh, this is just cashing in on the fact that Peter David needs help, right? And DC the same, right? If they were to do like a Supergirl omnibus for Peter David, I think it would be great for us, and of course I would love that. But it's just. I don't think people see businesses as like trying to help the little man out. Hey, dude, remember to hit that like button. Thank you. Thank you so much. IST deals on DC Finest are crazy, like $17. Get on them, man. Hey, Omar, Melanie, what do you think of the first 3 episodes of Daredevil? Loved it. Still not as strong as Netflix, which I know I shouldn't be comparing it to, but those first 17 minutes were intense, man, of episode 1.
Mm-hmm. I have a question for you. When faced with a number of choices in terms of comic books, how do you choose one amongst them? Also, happy birthday.
If it's X-Men, baby, I always choose that. Click that.
Okay,
That's
I
a
will.
good question. I always choose X-Men. That's how I would choose.
Okay. Didn't they do that for George Perez?
No, that was the Hero Initiative. Marvel and DC lawyers got together because it's never the people, right? Like the people that make these books. It's never them, unfortunately. It's the owners. So whoever owns Disney and who's Warner Brothers, whoever the people that own them, and the lawyers have to get involved when it's something like licenses. So that was a Hero Initiative thing, and both DC and Marvel lawyers agreed to a certain amount of books being reprinted while he was still alive. So that would. This is. Marvel should legit just help him cut him a check to help pay for his care. He wrote for them for 30 years, and we all know the rates weren't great and haven't been. He has been vocal about how much they have helped already. But if you're looking, I know because of my dad, right? Like I know about diabetes. I know about kidney disease. It's not cheap, dude. The dialysis treatment, there are things like that he can apply for help. Yeah. It's just, it's crazy, man. But he has been vocal about them helping out. But again, it shouldn't be, right? Like it should, there's so many freaking things that we could do better that I can't get into, that I don't want to get into, because people come here to forget about life. That it sucks. That's all I can say. And I feel for him, and we've donated money, and I'll be more than happy to do another live stream with Nick to do like donations again if it helps out. It just sucks that it comes down to that, right? And it's not just Peter David, right? It's a lot of creators, in the in the 60s and 70s and 80s died broke. We're in better places, but we're still not there. With all the drama in my life at this moment, I can't enjoy TV shows, so I'm saving them up when me and my lady have fixed things, so I'm able to enjoy all my favorite media again. Now, that's a good way of looking at life, man. I meant the reprint of Wonder Woman Omnibus and the Avengers by Busick and Perez, but I get what you're saying. It might have been just a coincidence. Well, the Busick and Perez one was the reprint poll, right? And Wonder Woman Omnibus, I think that just kind of came. I think it was pure coincidence, unfortunately.
As an X-Men fan, what's your ideal lineup for maximum rivalry? Whoa, well.
Apocalypse, Wolverine, Rogue, Psylocke, Quanon Psylocke, Storm, Savage Land, Storm. This question is amazing. I love that we go from something so serious, right? Like the health. I got to throw in the bone to the people that love Gambit. So I'm going to throw my boy Gambit in there with the blue jean shorts from the 90s that Amanda likes. He's got the Mavs. Who else do people like? Who else? Emma. How did I forget about Emma? We got to throw Emma in there and all the weirdos that are attracted to magic when they don't think about her age when she's been aged up. And I'm like, don't do that. It's funny because people get canceled for manga for that reason.
What about Stacy X?
Stacy X? I hate that character for sure. Throw her in there. Might as well throw Maggot in there too.
Where do I petition to get my Iron Man by Kaminsky Omnibus?
We're actually doing that poll in April. Forge, yes, with them tight shorts. Yeah, special crossover guest, Power Girl. Now we're cooking.
Mm-hmm. Okay. DC Finest Blue Beetle, Dan Barrett, 368 pages, August 2025.
Yep. We talked about that a little bit earlier.
Image was started as a protest to the way the big two pay.
Man, and they were scared. Like, when I interviewed Tom McFarlane, like that was one of the things, they were like, if we could get Jim Lee, the golden boy of Marvel, then we're going to be good. Gene, Logan, Scott, Stacy X. I love that Stacy X is in there. And Dupe?
Yeah.
Dupe? Are you serious? John? You know what? I'm not here to shame you.
Superman Triangle Years 2, and they do have Volume 3. Will you be getting rid of your Death and Return of Superman?
No, I'll buy another one and do an overview. I do realize when I saw the contents of Triangle Years 2, and I'm like, boy, this is DC's way of getting me to buy another Death and Return of Superman story.
The DC finest for 80s pre-crisis Batman made me so
Never been
sad.
collected. Never been collected.
Aw,
So it is
yay.
exciting. Also, like I like to remind people, there might be delays or cancellations. So keep that in mind. The catalog does not mean they're coming out 100%. We learned that the hard way, unfortunately. But most of the books have been coming out, so good on them. Happy birthday, Omar! Or I am patiently awaiting for the reprint poll to drop because reasons. They're coming. I like people's choices. Psylocke, Rogues, they're very similar, right? Very similar. Gambit in there for the late. So just one dude, right? What a lucky guy.
Scott, Jean, Logan, Emma, Madeline.
Maddie! Hey, Goblin
Havoc.
Queen, though. Goblin Queen, Maddie.
Havoc. Polaris.
And Inferno Havoc. Love how quickly DC has given us Triangle Years too. I'm loving it too, man.
When are we getting that Uncle Roger Adventures Omni?
One day. Heck, if we wait long enough, we'll get there in chronological order.
Hashtag Ron for Marvel Rivals.
My brother is loving Marvel Rivals.
Tomorrow's the library tour.
Yep, tomorrow.
Yay! Oh, add Nightcrawler. You got to add Nightcrawler.
Come on,
for,
people.
Tina.
Are we and then Beast for Tina?
No, Nightcrawler.
I think she likes the blue. Mystique,
Okay, so
Beast,
both,
and
but she listed when she was sitting here and you weren't here. She said Nightcrawler.
Nightcrawler. Really?
Yes.
Her?
Mm-hmm. Get that Gooner series drawn by Will Jack and Nakayama, and I'm in. What's that?
He's talking about the book we're talking about.
Oh. Did I just say something bad?
Probably.
Brian, have an amazing day, everyone. I have to head out now to do responsible things. Yay! Enjoy the rest of your weekend. See you all next time. Bye, Kane.
It's good to see you, Kane.
Laboratory, is it 9 hours? How long is it?
I think it's like an hour and a half, if I'm not mistaken. I think an hour and a half. By the way, on the channel this week, I will be interviewing Brett Breeding on Wednesday at 3 p.m. live. If you want to come and join us for that.
And hopefully they won't deliver the washing machine during that time.
The dishwasher?
Or dishwasher?
She wouldn't know what. I didn't know what it was until that stream that me and Amanda did.
Well, now I'm going to Google it.
No, don't.
Why?
Because it's stupid. Nightcrawler and Daredevil should have a team up where they just talk about the Catholic guilt. I'd read that. Written by Kevin Smith, Mystique and Nightcrawler. What dark nonsense are you fan? They don't have to be in the same scene, John. What are we making here? Library tour will be live and it's pre-recorded. It's always pre-recorded, Robert. Too much walking around. Nobody wants to see me stop at every book. What's the best new villain of the last decade? The Maker?
Wait. I'm just going to say the AI overview was that it was a slang term for a fan, player, or coach of Arsenal Football Club. No, that's not what he meant, though. Then I went to Urban Dictionary.
That's where you need to go.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
That's where you needed to go. So, what was the question? Oh, the best one. Yeah, the Maker. Probably the Maker. I like Noel. I thought he was a cool villain. What about you? Punchline? You like her hair.
Do I? I suppose.
You have her hair like her, like Punchline?
I don't have any opinion on her.
Okay.
I want to have this too low, good sir. It's Sunday. Give us fans this episode.
It's already filmed. I had to cut some things out. Omar's dream lineup: Jim Lee Psylocke, Savage Land Rogue, Stacy X, Cockrum Storm, John Burnstorm. Very close though. Emma Frost, Greg Land's Emma Frost. Or Adam Hughes. Greg Horn, Emma Frost. Cassidy's Kitty Pryde. Yes, sir. Deodato's Wolverine, Omar himself. Yes! Use Omega Red for the 10th. And Quapel's Wanda. Actually, I like everything. But I would go with John Burnstorm. My goodness. Those curves. Woo. Saturday morning stream. Keep it together.
Big Stu, Omar just went over, like, literally.
No, I didn't. Not the whole schedule.
Oh, you didn't? Wait, you had the calendar up and you were talking. Okay, go ahead then.
Yeah, you weren't listening.
I'm looking up what the G word is.
Sunday is 6 a.m. will be an announcement. Breaking news from Marvel. And then 11:30 a.m. will be the library tour. And then Monday will be the Star Wars Old Republic Omnibus reprint, the Daredevil Artist Edition by Mazzucchelli, Born Again. and the Uncle Scrooge and the Infinity Dime Gallery Edition. Tuesday will be another breaking news from Marvel. The Marvel trade paperbacks and Old Reader, New Reader with Amanda and I live at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. And that's the Killing Joke. Wednesday will be, I think Dom's doing a DC Finest review that day. Is
it reprint or new for tomorrow?
New. And
Sorry.
hold on, don't ask me what is Oni Press releases, and then 8 p.m. will be a Quentin Tarantino movie that Amanda and I will review on Reels Talk. Thursday, what is Thursday? Oh, and 3 p.m. I'm also interviewing Brett Breeding, so I may have to push DC Finest until Thursday. Can I see the control?
Also, the maker isn't from the last decade.
How old is he? How old am I? God bless. Really? Friday will be the upcoming solicitations for DC for June. Thursday, what is Thursday? Oh, Dead Man. The Dead Man Omnibus and another DC book. So that sort of. Can't wait for the Phantom and Speed Racer comics from Mad Cave. Who's working on Speed Racer?
Armed with a hidden chip tonight, Omar reaches the castle Zad and defeat the Goonies with the flick of his finger and comes faces with the mighty evil Zadbeer. Release Lady Melanie or else. ...
You're really digging this fanfic. After show, head over to Omnidog's Vault for Earth 1, Earth 2 Jess reviewing Joshua Williams and Superman and
Anora?
Those two have nothing to do with each other. The Jess just want to have an excuse to talk about Anora.
Side Judge Sanderson saying, "Stage of my life when I need to cut down the book collection. I'm sitting watching this and internally weeping trying to decide what
I'm
to
so
part
sorry, man. I've been through that with single issues. I've been through that with my statues, through video games. I don't have. I think I have just some, like, my Nintendo and Super Nintendo library is completely gone. Most of my PS1 library is gone. I kept most of my Sega Saturn library, but I've been there, man. I think we all go through that, right? For reasons, whether it's monetary reasons or space reasons.
Thanks, Brent, for the update. But I'm glad he's doing good. And 2010 and 2011 was.
Oh my God! Really? Wreck Rap. I'm gonna go with Wreck Rap. No, he's a good guy now. I don't know. Who's a good villain, Melanie, from the last 10 years? Null. I like Null. I know he's from the last 10 years. Right? When was Jason Aaron's Thor? I don't think it was 10 years ago. Golly. Was it really that long ago? That must have been like 2010, 2011.
Those old games weren't that good anyway.
Who said that? Who said what? The Secret of Mana is the great. Oh my God. Final Fantasy 3 as we knew it back then. What's your opinion on the new Ultimate Universe 6160? I'm really enjoying it. I'm loving it, dude. The 1610 universe will always have a special place in my heart, but I think it's time the new Ultimate Universe might beat it. I didn't like this Ultimate Universe, the original one. I'm digging this one. I like how different everything is. I like how different Ultimate X-Men is. I like how different Ultimate Spider-Man is. Ultimates has been knocking it out of the park. Did you read it? You stopped reading it. Never mind. And Ultimate Black Panther is so different.
I wasn't into Ultimates. I even thought you should read that last issue, but I didn't.
Yeah.
No.
That's all right.
Happy birthday!
Thank you, Sarah. How are you doing? And Omar, I know DC are more unpredictable than Marvel, but do you think they will reprint 2 and 3? Well, we're getting Phil Jimenez's reprint, so that's a good thing. I don't know if we will, though. Maybe we will. Happy birthday, Omar. First time in the stream, wondering whether I should get the upcoming Blue and Gold, as I'm only missing the Jim Lee books of Claremont's run. Oh, but then you would have to have... Shoot. Extinction Agenda covers some, but you need that Jim Lee Volume 1. I don't know, man. That's a tough one. I don't know what to say. I hate for you to miss out on Blue and Gold, and then they don't reprint X-Men by Jim Lee and Claremont because they don't get voted high enough. I would wait until after the poll to decide. The poll will kind of give you an idea what the top 20 are going to be, and Marvel usually reprints them. This last year, in 2025, they slowed down reprints just to focus on new books, but they've done that in the past too.
Apparently, Noel is from God of Thunder 6 from 2013.
Are you serious? That was over. I can't win. Forget it. I don't know. I'm done. PS1 FF, old broken FF. Oh my gosh, you're such a millennial, Josh.
We've got it's 1 o'clock.
It's 1 o'clock.
How many more questions?
Let's do 5 more questions. Not this one. This is not a question.
Okay. Xavier refuses to release Lady Melanie, which forces Magnetomar to reveal the chip tonight. Carefully opening the wrap, Magnetomar reveals the ultimate weapon, Daredevil Omnibus by Chip Zdarsky.
Volume 1? Volume 1?
Oh, that's really cute.
Well, they have reprinted things that, I mean, they reprint whatever you all want to reprint. They reprinted Fatal Attractions, even if there's going to be a gold and blue Omnibus Volume 2.
Wonder Woman by Perez Volume 2 has been announced for this year.
I thought it was by
And they
Phil
reprinted
Jimenez.
Volume 1 in 2022.
Is it in the catalog already? It's X-Men. I'm buying them all. They're my Pokemon. Got to collect them all.
What novels, movie franchises, TV series, or toy lines would you like to see done in comic format?
I think most of the movies I've seen have been, or the movies I enjoy have been coming out in comic format for years, like Bond and Conan, Transformers. Fatal Fury. I'd like to see a Fatal Fury comic. Toy lines, Dino Riders. Yeah.
Matt
that
was
Thunder?
saying, I think it's the girls vacuuming. Well, I thought, but maybe it is Thunder. I think it is Thunder.
Okay.
Matt was saying earlier, would you use your Magnetomar powers to bring back Dino Riders?
Yes. 100%. Yes.
Let's see. Recommendations for someone new to Black Panther.
Reggie Hudlin might be the easiest way to get into Black Panther. Seriously. Not my favorite run. I would go with Christopher Priest, but Christopher Priest is a little Pulp Fiction-ish. If like it's not linear. Yeah.
Okay. Is there another UFO comic like Saucer Country?
Saucer County.
County.
Get the Blue Book by James Tynion. You're gonna love it, man. But those are actual events based on the information of actual events.
Cool.
There's a library edition coming out.
How many of the sub Conan trades would we need for an omnibus?
They're doing 4 issues per, right? Like it's like 4 or 5 issues per trade. So maybe 6, 7, 8. Maybe 8. 4 to 30. Yeah, we'll go with 8. Perez and Jimenez.
So
that's
both-
awesome.
Okay.
I didn't see the Perez one in the
Mad Max
catalog.
is a comic. Whatever happened to Southern Bastards by Jason Aaron?
I actually know what happened. I can't say. I will say there were creator differences. They don't talk anymore. What Daredevil story would you recommend for someone who has watched the TV show and loved them? Frank Miller's run. It's phenomenal. Bendis's run. And actually Charles Soule's run.
That was 5 questions, and Parks Comics Research.
Saucer stayed when they went to IDW. Thank you, Country's Race, Saucer Country. Thank you for that.
It is Thunder.
I got Savage Sword of Conan on me, but it needs more boobage and
And
even
on
more
that note-
violence. And on that note, is in the catalog as a trade paperback, so not an omnibus. Okay, this is a great live show. Thank you all.
Wait, just real quick. Lionheart
Oh, my brother.
yesterday.
Her and my brother, I swear, have no idea about any cartoons or.
Here's probably come up with a good game. We tell the kids, okay, draw this old 80s, 90s cartoon,
Yeah.
and then everyone else has to guess what it is because they wouldn't know what it was. So he's like, like
The Thunderians.
the Thunderians. I was like, oh yeah. And Omar's like, what's that? And I was like, that one with the
Yeah, they were
cave
both like, it's
people
got the guy
and
and the horn.
the blob thing.
Like,
It's
you mean the Herculoids?
They
were like, no, the Thunderians.
And then we look at it, we're like, oh.
Look, the Thunderians.
But
is
it's
Roy-
so funny
the
that we
Thundercats.
both were like arguing that it was called the Thunderians.
I don't know why people
So-
argue with me anymore.
Lionheart picked up the Herculoids by Dynamite.
And on that note, we are out of here. Thank you all so much for watching. Smash that like button on the way out. Check out cheapgraphicnovels.com. They're our official sponsor here in America. Until next time, everybody, have a wonderful and blessed day.
Stay minty.
And stay minty. Wait, I can't believe